Good evening. How y'all doing this evening? Welcome back to the Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. It's your boy, The Don. I'm here with my co-host, King. What's good, man?
What's good, Don? How your day been, brother?
Man, I've been all right, man, for the most part. It's Thursday. We're here to preview the Falcons versus Saints game this Sunday. And yes, we brought somebody here. He is behind his enemy lines. TJ, what's good,
Hey
man?
man, how y'all doing, man? Appreciate the love, appreciate the invite. Ready to talk about this game, man. Should be interesting.
Yeah, oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting, man. So glad you can join us, man. But hey, where your posse at, man? Where your crew at?
Well, I don't know, man. I guess they, filing in. I just send some links out. Hopefully, they file in shortly.
All right, man. I hope they come through, man. I hope they come through because they said they were gonna come and be disrespectful and stuff. And I'm like, hey, we got our folks too, so we ready. We ready for this on everything.
Yeah, man. I'm just interested. I'm just happy to talk about this game, man. This is a great rivalry, regardless. These two teams have been been bitter rivals. I mean, both teams have had some down years, but it's pretty remarkable now that both teams have been successful over the past decade. So.
You muted, bro.
Yeah, man. But appreciate you coming in, man. Yeah. But hey, if you're new to the channel, you already know what to do. Hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Share this content out with other Atlanta sports fanatics. And hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. All right. If you haven't been following us on social media, make sure you follow us at FILA_SP on Twitter. Check out our Facebook page, Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. We also on YouTube. That's where we want you guys to go sub, comment, and everything, because that will, help us out, make us grow, and get us some money. So at the end of the day, it's still a business. So
Subscribe, everybody.
Yes, go subscribe now if you can. All right. I'm gonna let you go ahead and read off what happened in the last game.
All right, brother. So we had, of course, the Falcons lost. Matt Ryan had 232 yards. He also threw 2 picks. Todd Gurley had a horrible game. He only had 8 carries, 26 yards. Brian Hill, 4 carries, 18 yards. So no offense. Calvin Ridley had 5 receptions, 90 yards. And Russell Gage, 7 receptions, 58 yards. So like I said, no offense at all. Then, of course, Julio Jones got injured early, which threw the game off. And now, how the Falcons play without Julio Jones. So team stat. So you had the total yards. Saints demolished us there, 376 yards. Falcons only had 248. Passing yards, another win for the Saints, 210 yards. Falcons only had 196. Rushing yards for the Saints, 166 yards. Falcons 52. It was just a horrible game. We just got smacked, man.
Yeah, we did, man.
Sacks. Falcons had 8 sacks allowed. Saints only had 3. Time of possession, 33-41 for the Saints, 26-19 for the Falcons. And then we won the penalty battle. Falcons 7, Saints 5. So it was just a butt whooping across the board, brother. So how'd you feel about that first game, TJ?
Well, I just thought that the Saints played a good strategy against the Atlanta Falcons. I mean, for the whole entire week, you heard the media talking about Jameis Winston starting. So I think that Raheem Morris and his coaching staff at that time probably thought, like everybody else thought, that Jameis Winston was going to start. And then midway during the week, you tell that Taysom Hill was going to be the starting quarterback. So I think it kind of threw off the coaching staff of the Atlanta Falcons. They really didn't know what to expect. I mean, Taysom Hill only comes into the game mostly in gadget plays, mostly RPOs. So you really didn't know how to approach him as a starting quarterback. You don't really know, how he can throw the ball down the field or him reading between his progressions or anything like that. But now that you actually have game film on him, an opportunity to see him in real time and also see him go up against a pretty respectable defense, Vic Fangio and the Denver Broncos, now that you have a complete body of work, I expect the game to be a tad bit different. But I think it had a lot to do with what Sean Payton's strategy was. I think you have to give him credit there.
I agree with you. I agree somewhat with you on that. Yeah, we didn't have film on them. All right. But however, we know our coaching staff, the Falcons. We know them well. It just as far as offense go, we did not like game plan at all. We did not make any adjustments. We only ran the ball 12 times. Yes, y'all are like I think number one when it comes to football outsiders is stopping the run. But at the same time, we didn't even try to get anything established on the ground. Yeah. So that right there alone pretty much was our demise of losing that game. Right. So what's good, Falcon Alley? What's good, Reggie? Ultra Shadow, what's good? I'm getting everybody a shout out. Kendall, who that, man? Whatever, man. you click here, man. Your boy Jay, he in here. He said who that. What's good, Terror Artist 404? Maggie ain't stinking it up. Marcus was good. Falcon Alley, all that was in Stinky Town. Gonna be our house this time. All right. Yep. TJAY Jones, a great gang, I guess. Straight Booming Podcast. He said who that TJ? I ain't know there's other Saints podcasts out there. So I guess I'm new. I'm still learning, y'all. All right, Tyrese. Man, whatever, man. Don't start that, y'all. What's good? Mad Mike in here now. Oh yeah. Justin saying who that TJ? Who that TJ? Who that nation in here? Man, what man? Hey, y'all Falcons, man, y'all better come on in here. They just started stuff now. Let's go. Let's get it.
The best rivalry in football, honestly, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
In football, it's always a good game. Well, sometimes. So, talk about the last game. That game was close up into halftime, so we could have ran the ball a lot better and a lot more than what we did, man. And also talking about Taysom Hill, you seen his deep balls. They wasn't pretty. No. They were not pretty. So if we can make that man throw the ball deep or beat us with his arm, I think we're gonna win this game.
Yeah.
I mean, I just feel like no disrespect, but I just feel like we just have a better coaching staff than you all at this particular time. I think you all have made the right decision, getting rid of Dan Quinn. The GM, I mean, he's been holding y'all back for years. I really feel like
thank you.
Like this is my honest assessment just watching the Atlanta Falcons, and I'm saying this by no type of bias at all. I just feel like they never really had an identity. Like Atlanta Falcons, like over the years, never really had an identity as far as like what they do. One year, and then they'll be run dominant. Next year they'll be pass dominant, and it was just a mixed bag. And
I'm gonna do you something better. I ain't mean to cut you off. You right about that.
Right.
I'm gonna do you something better because when we hired Dan Quinn, what we tried to do, we tried to copy Seattle Seahawks style.
Yes.
That did not work here in Atlanta.
Yeah.
And Thomas Dimitrov, I'm glad you brought that up because a lot of people this man has been getting the pass for the past 14, 13 years. Yeah. All right. Never invested in the trenches. Never drafted good defensive linemen, not drafting good offensive linemen to protect Matt Ryan or to get some big guys up front so they can open up holes for our running backs. Right. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, it's right because we never established an identity. This is why I've been saying for the longest, and I've been doing coach scouting on my channel. What's good, Straight Boomer Podcast, man? No disrespect, man. I'm joking, man. You good, man? I've been doing coach scouting on my on this channel for the past 2 months now, and I'm a big fan of Don Martindale, the defensive coordinator for Baltimore. Bring him in. You bring in somebody like a good GM from that Ravens front office. I feel like we'll finally find us an identity because we gotta get good on defense, man. We've been an offensive team all these years. And even Thomas Dimitrov, he came out after he got fired from the Falcons. He said that his goal, his philosophy was to build an offensive juggernaut in Atlanta. He said that on CBS Sports. And I'm like, this is why we have been, we had some years that we was good, but most of the times it was more downs than ups.
Yeah. Well, I just feel like this. First off, you have the nepotism going on in the NFL. I mean, his dad was a respected GM in the league for a very long time. And I think that when you have that whole good old boy system, I think a lot of people kind of look the other way because, I guess because, his dad, they probably knew his dad. They probably, think he was a chip off the old block. But I just feel like you go wrong when you try to copy other teams. You got to have you got to define your own team. You got to, control your own destiny. You got to build the way that you build. I think about, like, you look at some of the teams around the National Football League. I mean, Seattle, they don't build for the 49ers. They don't build for the Rams. They build for the Seattle Seahawks. They go out here and they get these young guys, through the draft, and they'll get some running backs, and they'll be, and they'll get a couple wide receivers. They don't focus on what's going on in the rest of the NFC West. And you see that around different conferences. With the Atlanta Falcons, I feel like they look at the dominant defense over the past years when Luke Kuechly and Thomas Davis was in Carolina, and all of a sudden we got to get somebody to stop them. And then you look at New Orleans Saints, how they've been a high-powered offense over the years, and we got to go toe-to-toe with them. You go wrong when you try to go out here and look at other teams. You need to be focusing on yourself. There's this old saying, like, it's the reason why you put blinders on horses so they can look straight ahead and not look at the other horse on the other side of them. So if they run their race or they focus on what they need to focus on, I think you'll be, a better organization. And also, I think you're talking about the Baltimore Ravens. I'll do you one better. There's a guy, I know I'm probably giving a game away, but there's a guy in New Orleans who's an assistant GM, and his name is Jeff Ireland.
Yeah, that's another person. Yeah, I was gonna bring him up. Yeah, Jeff Ireland.
This guy is responsible since 2016. Yeah, all the great drafts that we've had. Like, people are giving credit to Mickey Loomis, but Mickey Loomis wasn't batting it out the park. You got to keep in mind he's been here since 2006, right along with Sean Payton. It wasn't until 2015.
Y'all, he was drafting well. He was drafting
exactly.
Well. Y'all brought in Ireland. That's why I said I want Ireland because I remember in 2017 when y'all went back into the first round and y'all got Ramzak. A lot of people was upset. Oh, why he do this? I'm like, please, this boy gonna be good. Yeah, look, y'all been drafted every year. Y'all drafted in trenches.
Yep.
2018, y'all got Marcus Davenport. Yeah, he's not like the highest assist like Cam Jordan, but still, he's a serviceable player on y'all defensive line.
Right.
And then y'all in 2019, y'all which did whatever y'all picked, but then y'all went to the second round and y'all got McCoy from Texas. Exactly. And he's been looking good. Yep. So that's what I'm saying. Ireland, this is another person I love because he know about the trenches. You win games in the trenches. If you can't win in the trenches, you're not winning anything.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Not anything meaningful. Let's say that.
Yeah. And also as another head coach candidate, I like y'all guy Dennis Allen. Yeah, I feel like Dennis Allen should be a head coach again. I know he didn't get a fair shake out there in Oakland, but Reggie McKenzie, man, was just a trash GM, man. He didn't get his man no help at all.
Yeah. Well, I disagree with that. I think that there's a lot of smoke and mirrors going on with Dennis Allen as far as him being a head coach. Yeah, the Saints defense has improved, but I'm still not fully sold on him being a head coach. I mean, you can talk about the Oakland Raiders being a train wreck. I mean, he was, I think, Al Davis's last hire, or Tom Cable was. I can't remember. But anyway, he wasn't a really good head coach. I think that what the Atlanta Falcons need is just somebody that's going to bring a different philosophy in there. There's a guy out there right now, Robert Sealer, the defensive coordinator of the San Francisco 49ers, would be a prime candidate. And also a guy who a lot of people felt should have been a head coach last year, and that's Eric Bieniemy, the offensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs. So
no, I'm good, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just throwing some names out there.
I know, man.
But there's a lot of promise out there. But I mean, I look. The way that the Atlanta Falcons have been playing over the last, I guess you can say 6 games, these guys want Raheem Morris to get a fair shake. You know what I'm saying? You can tell a lot about a team, the way that they play. Now, you said it at the beginning of the show. There were 8 sacks in this game. I mean, the Saints pretty much, dominated the game in the second half. And these guys could have easily phoned it in. You know what I'm saying? And Oakland, Las Vegas probably thought that they probably were going to phone it in. But the way that you all bounce back, that shows right there that, number one, they care about Raheem Morris. they want this guy to have an opportunity to possibly be the next head coach of this team. Now, I don't know if you guys are high on him or not, but look, I hate to say it, but I mean, I got called for what it is. As an African-American man, I would love to see more diversity in the National Football League. Raheem Morris had an opportunity to coach with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It didn't pan out well, right? You know what I'm saying? But how many other coaches stake it up their first time around, a la Bill Belichick, and then they turn around and find another job, and it be their calling card. They learn how to become better planners. They learn how to become better coaches overall. They learn how to be better people, better coaches for people, you know what I'm saying? And learn how to, develop players. So, I mean, I like Raheem Morris a lot, and the way that you all played last week just shows me that they respond to him. So y'all might actually have what y'all looking for.
I think you
all right, hold on. Here's my thing, man. Hold on. I'm sorry, King. So we gonna give Raheem Morris another chance, even though he didn't do well in Tampa Bay. But you just sat up here and said that, well, Dennis Allen should get another chance because what he did in Oakland.
Yeah, I mean, but there's a difference though.
How's there a difference?
Okay, well, when I look at the success of the New Orleans Saints defense, I don't look at Dennis Allen. I look at Aaron Glenn, who was the secondaries coach. I look at Coach Johnson, who's a part of that defensive line, who has developed David Yamada, who has developed Shy Tuttle. I even mentioned that when I talked about Mickey Loomis. It's almost like I use this example, right? If you're a store manager, you might have that assistant manager that does everything in the store. But when a district manager comes in, it makes it seem like, oh, the store manager is doing it all. But it's the assistant manager and what he's doing behind the scenes that gets absolutely no recognition for it. This team is already structured. You got Coach Hodges, who's a coach of the linebackers who went after Mike Golan. You know what I'm saying? Like, these guys have developed these players. And who looks good in the end? Dennis Allen, because it's Dennis Allen's defense. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not buying it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just not buying with Dennis Allen the second. I just feel like it's kind of smoke and mirrors with him. With Raheem Morris, look, he's the interim head coach. I can tell you about Romeo Cornell out there in Houston. I don't see this type of enthusiasm going on in Houston the way I see out there in Atlanta. So to me, it speaks volumes to these players really want to give this guy a fair shake. And like I said, I mean, I really don't feel like he should have got fired in Tampa the way that he did. I just feel like he was on a short leash out there in Tampa. And I mean, let's just be honest. I mean, Tampa does have a reputation for having short leashes with diverse people. I mean, case in point, Doug Williams.
Lovie Smith,
Doug Williams.
Like, that right there.
So, I mean, come on, man. Like,
yeah, that right there, they gave him, man, 2 years. And I'm like, and you could tell, they fired this man. And then in 2016, they was almost in the playoffs. I think they finished the season 9-6-1.
Yeah.
And the next seasons they fell off. And I'm like, yeah, because that 9-6-1 season, that was because of Lovie Smith's improvement. And then you let this man go. Yeah, he did. Yeah, Dirk Cutter did one good year after that. But after that, you could tell the decline of that team. But that's another story for another day. But yeah, I get your logic. I understand it. But at the same time, I just feel like, Dennis Allen, yes, I get it. But Dennis Allen, he also come from that coaching tree, Wade Phillips, because a lot of y'all don't remember, he was here in Atlanta back in 2002, 2003. And I think 2004, I believe, as well. He was, I think he was a secondaries coach. So, and then he was on y'all staff when y'all won y'all Super Bowl. So, like, the man, he's been successful, and I feel like, he should get another shot, another fair shake at it as well. So, folks in the chat already talking to each other. Oh man, but yeah, man.
All I know is, I mean, somebody leading in the South right now, and it ain't the Falcons. I'm sorry, folks, but it is what it is. That's
okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens to y'all when y'all go to the playoffs, though. We'll see what happens.
But we in the playoffs, okay? So regardless of what happens in the playoffs, we still made it.
And y'all gonna be right. Look, I'm gonna have that couch right there in the back. I'm gonna have it right there waiting for you.
Well, at least as long as we went to the playoffs. I mean, it is from one thing, you know what I'm saying, if you're in the playoffs and talking, but if you're talking from the couch, you know what I'm saying, we can't really hear you to the game over, you know what I'm saying? So
and then when the game over, y'all still can't hear us because y'all crying. Y'all gonna be crying and filing lawsuits and complaining to the president and everything. Come on, man.
If you don't believe in 2018 that team got through, whether you fan of the Saints or not, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But
we got screwed too in 2012. So hey, you know, it is what it is too. That's just how the game go, man. You can't put the game in the referee's hands, man. Like you got to go out there. You got to dominate. You got to dominate, man. You can't. How many
teams actually dominate in the playoffs? Everybody's good, right? So you have to.
2000 Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, that was 20 years ago. So give me some other teams.
I'll give you something else. Okay, look at the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah, they barely beat us. Yeah, they barely beat us. But guess what? They dominated Minnesota. And then they went out there and shellacked the doggone New England Patriots.
But did they dominate throughout the entire playoffs? Like, was it undeniable that the Philadelphia Eagles were just the best team in the NFC? No.
There was number one seed.
There was number one seed, but it wasn't complete domination throughout every single game. I'll give you an example, right? The 49ers back in 1995, you know what I'm saying, the year that Steve Young won his first Super Bowl title as the starting quarterback. They dominated throughout the NFC playoff picture. I feel like, teams are just too good. Like even this year right now, can you just say that there's a clear cut, even though, you know what I'm saying, the Saints are the one seed, can you clearly say that there is this undeniable great team out the AFC or the NFC? Even the Chiefs are vulnerable. Even, you know what I'm saying, rather, you know what I'm saying, in the NFC, every team is vulnerable. It's an equal playing field. So, I mean, when you're going into the playoffs, you have to have, like, certain things go your way. I mean, look at the Cowboys against Green Bay at Lambeau Field. I mean, we all know that was a catch by Dez Bryant. But, I mean, they basically screwed the Cowboys in that. Sometimes it comes down to the referees making the right decision. And in 2018, they did not make the right decision. So,
man. Look, I can still be sitting up here crying about 2012, and I can even bring up the Super Bowl too, man. I can say conspiracy stuff, but hey, man,
it ain't no conspiracy. I mean,
it is conspiracy.
I think it's conspiracy. Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder could have saw that that's pass interference, and the only people that feel that way, honestly, are people that don't like the Saints. And fine, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not making excuses. Last year, they just flat out lost. Drew Brees looked terrible in the playoffs, but in 2018. It should have been pass interference. The Saints should have took a couple knees, and they should have been headed to the Super Bowl. You know, regardless to anybody want to say it or not. Period.
Let me tell you something. All right, I ain't gonna say the no call. It was clearly pass interference. I give y'all that. But guess what? Y'all had the chance before that play. Y'all had the chance. Y'all was in scoring range. Y'all should have just ran the ball, kicked the field goal. Hold on. Just like the Falcons in the Super Bowl when after Julio made that great catch.
No,
stop. No, it's the same thing. It's the same logic.
Y'all had a 25-point lead.
It's the same logic. It doesn't matter, man. If you made it in range, what you mean? Stop, man. Stop. If you in scores, no, chill. Listen. If you in, it doesn't matter if you are 25 or doggone 10 points. If you are in scoring range and it's the last few minutes of the game, you are to play situational football. Yeah. All right. And your job is to, you're not, look, and Brian Baldick, he even said it too after the game. He said it's 2 minutes left on the clock. You're not playing the Rams anymore. You're playing the clock. So what y'all should have done was y'all should have just ran the ball, kicked the field goal. Lux don't miss. Lux do not miss kicks in the Superdome. And y'all would have been in Atlanta in the Super Bowl. At Motel 6, because most of y'all can't afford to stay in the Hyatt or Marriott or whatever.
You call it for what it is. If that pass interference call was called, that game would have completely been over. I mean, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. You talk about, look, if was a fifth, we all would be drunk. The fact of the matter is, these guys had there was a pass interference call. Anything else after that is basically irrelevant because that was the game right there. So, I mean, they did get ball in overtime. Drew Brees did throw an interception. But like I said, everything up after that play really is irrelevant. You know what I'm saying? It just was. That was just what else? That was their opportunity.
You know what else relevant? Y'all had another chance too. Y'all had a chance in overtime, right? To go down the field.
But it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant at that time. It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant. It's just, but the
game's still going on. Like the game's still going on. Yes, there still was an opportunity, but it's irrelevant if it called that pass interference call. It is. You can talk about all that, man. Y'all had y'all. Nah, that was it. You know what I'm saying? Like if they would have called pass interference, it would have been over. That's just what it is. You know, but so that's the way I feel about it.
Next play, everybody know that about football. Next play, you mess up that play.
You mess up that play, you get the next play. You get another chance. Y'all had another shot. But look, here's the thing: y'all had another shot. Y'all when y'all in overtime, y'all won the toss. Y'all had a chance to go down the field. Guess what? The Falcons, Matt Ryan in the Super Bowl. We ain't have another shot.
Nope.
The Patriots won. Look, the Patriots won the coin toss.
Okay, so y'all got the coin toss, so y'all couldn't stop them from scoring touchdown.
Hey,
y'all can stop them from
when you
driving down the field.
You try. I'm telling you, man.
I mean, I'm just saying you can stop them from driving them down the field.
Y'all can stop the Rams from driving down the field.
What are you talking? I'm just saying you couldn't stop them from driving down the field.
I guess the same argument to say y'all could stop them from kicking the game-winning field goal in overtime, man. That's football, man.
That's two completely different things. Y'all gave up a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. This is never that's unprecedented. That has never happened in the history of Super Bowls. That has never happened. Y'all gave up a 25-point lead. That is inexcusable. And especially Devontae Freeman out there balling his behind off. Why are you giving the ball to Tevin Coleman?
You know what else?
Why are you throwing the football?
You're right. You know what else unexcusable though? You said a 25-point lead. This is what unexcusable right here, man. 10 seconds on the clock.
That's an interesting video there.
That's an interesting video, but I fail to see the video of y'all actually losing the week before that to the Rams. Did you have that coverage?
We didn't lose to the Rams.
Or did you have that coverage?
To the Rams. We lost to the Eagles.
We lost to the Eagles.
We beat the mess out of the Rams. We went to Los Angeles.
Okay, so y'all lost. Okay, so y'all lost to the Eagles.
To the potential Super Bowl.
And have not been back to the playoffs since.
Hey, that's called coaching. That bad coaching, man.
Nah. I mean, come on, man. Like, if you're gonna show some playoff footage, like show the 2018 playoff footage of the Falcons. Show the 2019 playoff footage of the Falcons. Please show it to me. I'm lost. I'm lost, man. Let me pull it up, man, because the last time I checked, the Falcons haven't made the playoffs in quite some time, man. I'm just being real.
You're right. I can't argue that. But look, every time y'all go, what happens?
We lose.
What happens? Y'all lose.
We lose. Hey, oh yes, it does. Oh, okay, I'll give you a prime example. Okay.
And y'all lose to teams. Y'all lose to teams that ain't even winning the Super Bowl. Ain't even hoisting the Lombardi. At least we lose when we lose to teams in the playoffs. They winning the Super Bowl. Or they making an appearance to the Super Bowl. So we get beat by the better team.
But we only lost to the Rams. We only lost to the Rams and the Vikings. The Rams went to the Super Bowl. We lost to the Vikings twice. Okay, so
and they ain't even sniffed the Super Bowl. But yeah, okay.
Okay, but they still in the playoffs, right? So once again, where were the Falcons? How can you laugh? Like honestly, how can you laugh at somebody that actually made it to the playoffs? You know what I'm saying? Like that, like. I'm serious. How can y'all laugh? How can you laugh at a team that has the best regular season record in the last 4 seasons? How can you laugh at a team that is going on their 4th straight NFC South championship? How can you laugh at a team that has made it to the playoffs and you're a team that has not made it to the playoffs? And honestly, there's no excuse. There is no excuse for y'all to be in the playoffs. Y'all offense is way too good. Y'all got talent all across the board. And how is it that I don't want to hear anything about no injuries either? Because
Nobody gonna bring up injury. I told you the problem with the Falcons. The problem with the y'all, and you know why y'all won those 5 games? Because y'all defense. Defense win games. We don't have weapons like that on defense like y'all got weapons on defense. Let's keep that 100.
Why is that?
And hold on.
Why is that?
Because of drafting, and we already said that. We already said because of drafting and free agency acquisitions, lack of it, and also on top of that, our coaching has been abysmal. Yes. Our coaching staff have been abysmal. So we have hold on. Let me bring up the Dan Quinn era. Defensive coordinators under Dan Quinn era. We had Richard Smith. He fired this man several weeks before the Super Bowl. All right. Because I remember I was at that game against Kansas City, and like he just relieved the man of his duties. Then you brought in Marco Emmanuel. He was there for a couple of seasons, and then Dan Quinn said in 2019, "Oh, I'm gonna take over the defense." Defense was worse than what it was. Horrible. And then this season, he brought in Raheem Morris as he was already on staff, but he put him as a DC. And we seen the first 5 weeks, we lost every single game, and then we fired Dan Quinn, and now. He's the head, Raheem Morris, the head coach. And I'm going to go back to the Raheem Morris thing. Like, yeah, I see that you want diversity and everything, but Raheem Morris to me is not the answer because he is still under that Dan Quinn type of philosophy. Like, and yeah, we won some games with him, but at the same time, we had some ugly wins. Because if you go back to that when we played against Denver, they almost came back and won the game. Yeah. Like last week when we played the Raiders, that's like the only game under Raheem Morris that we dominated the team. Other than that, yeah, it was close games. I'm tired of these close games. I want to go out there. I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna go out there every Sunday and just whoop on every team. You're just not. But at the same time, as a Falcons fan, I'm tired of taking blood pressure medicine and oh man, we're gonna blow it up or whatever. But hey, that's just me. So, but y'all, I'm getting to y'all comments. Yeah, it's a lot of 28 threes and all this other stuff. Whatever, y'all.
All I'm saying is this, man. This is a guy that's an interim coach. Right? So if he was to become a head coach, of course he's going to have his own coaching staff. He's not going to have the same people that Dan Quinn have. He's going to hire the people that he wants to contribute to the success of the Falcons. So I don't know, man. Like I said, you have your choice, who you feel like would be the better fit. I mean, that's fine, man. But I'm just saying, I don't think that the chapter or the book has been written on the coaching career of Raheem Morris. And I really feel like, I mean, what he's putting forward right now, somebody is going to pick him up. Somebody is going to have him as their head coach. I mean, y'all were what, 0-5 when Dan Quinn was the coach, 4-2 with him. So, and guys are responding to him after a loss. I mean, I can't think of a better situation for a coach. I mean, like I said, Romeo Cornell, he out there in Houston right now. I mean, they back to back losing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that shows that they respect this man enough to go out there and play for him.
Yeah.
But most of these players on this team playing for jobs.
Exactly.
They playing for him. Most of these players are playing for jobs, man. So
we got a lot of players on 1-year contracts, and they ain't coming back. So they trying to audition for another team because we ain't got the cap to be signing everybody.
Well, let me say this, man. You can say the same thing for the Carolina Panthers last season, right? I mean, Rivalry Ryan got fired in the middle of the season, and what did they do? I mean, they looked like straight hot garbage from start to finish. You know what I'm saying? They maybe won like 2 games after he left. So it wasn't like these guys were responding to the interim coach. Who was it? Norv Turner, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't responding to this guy. Like I said, it speaks volumes. Like. For a team to respond, they can easily say, man, look, man, we ain't make no playoffs. We done lost 5 games. We ain't look. At least they're trying to make it interesting. They're trying to be a prideful team, and that's why I feel like this guy is going to end up being your next head coach, or he's going to be a head coach somewhere else. I mean, that's respect.
Go ahead, King.
They did this last year with the Fool's Gold, 6-2 at the end of the season. It's just to the point where everything Dan Quinn has to go. I hope he gets another coaching job. I hope he has success as a head coach. It's just the fact that it's a bad taste in your mouth when you've been going through this with the same sort of kind of coaching staff.
I get you, man.
That's the only reason. If he'd have been coming in brand new, cool. That's cool. But since the fact that he's not coming in brand new, He was brought in by Dan Quinn. He has to go.
When you go in, if somebody go in for cancer treatment, all right, and they try to cut, they're not going to cut 85% of the cancer. They trying to get rid of all of it, and that's what we need to do here in Flowery Branch, in the Georgia Flowery Branch headquarters. They need to get rid of everything that had Dan Quinn and Thomas and Demetrius stank on it. Get rid of all of it. Start anew. Only person I keep, in my opinion, is Greg Knapp, the quarterback's coach from Matt Ryan, and then maybe Jeff Orridge, the linebackers coach. Other than that, everybody else got to go.
Yeah. Well, why not Matt Ryan? Why Matt Ryan don't need to go?
What?
I mean,
like,
why?
This man is the league MVP.
So
I'm gonna tell you that.
So was Cam Newton.
He said this. No, he's saying this because he want us to get rid of Matt Ryan so we can
I don't.
fresh.
No, I don't. I don't. No, I don't. I don't want you to get rid of Matt Ryan. But I'm just. I mean, look.
This man is on a 4-year. He's on a long-term contract, man. You can't get rid of this man.
No disrespect, but Matt Ryan is not a threat to the Saints. I mean, if you look at those last few years, he hasn't. So why would I? I mean, Cam Jordan is about to go to the Hall of Fame of Matt Ryan alone. You know what I'm saying?
But whose fault is that? That ain't Matt Ryan's fault. That's our offensive line. Matt Ryan can't block himself.
Okay, well, I mean,
Matt Ryan can't block himself, man. Come on, man.
He can get rid of that football though, can't he? But he don't. So
man, look, it's easier said than done when you're talking about, oh man, he need to get rid of football and stuff. Yeah, you get rid of it, gonna turn to a pick, or it may be called as an intentional grounding. So like stuff like that happen.
Throw it away.
It can be turned, and like I said, it can be called as intentional grounding.
Look,
that's 15 yards.
I'm not trying to compare Matt Ryan to Drew Brees, but I'm not. Where with Drew Brees, he makes the offensive line of the New Orleans Saints much better than what it is. And what I mean by that is, if somebody is like going after Drew Brees, 9 times out of 10, he's going to throw it at the ground or he's going to throw it at the feet of his running back. He's going to get rid of the football. And I feel like that's something that Matt Ryan hasn't mastered yet. And, sometimes you got to help your offensive line. I mean,
and then it also comes with offensive play calling too. Y'all got a better play calling than we do. Like Dirk Cutter, do not compare Dirk Cutter to Sean Payton. No. Sean Payton is in light years way better than the doggone Dirk Cutter.
Yeah.
All right. So it's also that's the reason why Matt Ryan got sacked 8 times doggone a couple of weeks ago because of the play calling. We was looking for long development plays down the field. That's not a Matt Ryan issue. That is a Dirk Cutter offensive play calling issue because he did not want to adapt to what was going on in the game, making the in-game adjustments.
Right.
Even last time we played, you can look at how Taysom Hill was. He didn't throw the ball deep much. Most of his routes were quick. It was boom, boom, boom. 2-step, 3-step drops, boom, boom, boom. So you can tell that it's coaching right there. That's just offensive play calling right there for you.
Well, I already know what to expect in this game. I expect a lot of 3-step drops. I don't really look for a lot of 5 to 7-step drops. They're gonna try to get the ball out the hand of Matt Ryan pretty quick. But I do feel like Matt Ryan does need a quarterback whisperer in order for him to be successful. He hasn't been the same since Kyle Shanahan went to San Francisco.
Well, pause. 2018, he matched the same stats. Go look it up. The same stats under Steve Sarkisian. It was the defense. You got to have a complete team to win, man. Matt Ryan, the offense can't do it by themselves. Look, let me tell you something. When y'all was 7-9 those seasons, y'all didn't have a defense, remember? And Drew Brees was doing everything on his own, stat pad and all that stuff. That's the same thing that's going on in Atlanta. Matt Ryan, he got a piss poor offensive play caller, and then on top of our defense is so inconsistent.
So Steve Sarkisian, he a good offensive coordinator. That's the reason why he bounced around football like a basketball, or what I'm saying, or volleyball, or come on, man.
Matt Ryan, but listen, Matt Ryan's got the same stats. Look it up. Same touchdowns, same quarterback rating, same everything, same yards under Steve Sarkisian in 2018. So y'all can If Kyle Shanahan, if Kyle Shanahan, okay, so why Jimmy Garoppolo ain't good in San Francisco?
Last time I checked, Jimmy Garoppolo was in the Super Bowl last season.
But no. That was a team effort. That's a team effort. That's a team effort. The defense was good. The defense was like number one in the country.
The defense was good, but
the defense was better than the offense.
They still got to score points. He still can't put the ball in harm's way, turning the ball over at an alarming rate.
The defense was better. The defense was better than the defense was better than the offense last year. Go look it up.
This ain't like the 2000 Ravens or the 85 Bears. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had a good defense, yeah, but he still had to, score. He still had to throw touchdowns, right? I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is average. With, you know what I'm saying? With Kyle Shanahan, he's above average.
Man, stop. I'm about to, no, come on, man. Stop it.
Dude is above average.
He's average at best. Dude not no above average. This man is trash.
Oh, what's above average to you?
He ain't above average to me. It ain't Jimmy Garoppolo. I say above average. Stop. Let me think. Above average to me right now would be Phillip Rivers.
That's not above average.
How that's not above average?
That's good. You know what I'm saying? That's borderline elite.
That's above average.
That's borderline elite.
Jimmy Garoppolo.
In your opinion.
You got to look at the stats, man. No, that's not my opinion. That's the numbers, man.
One guy came in the league in 2003. The other guy came, 2012, 2013? Of course, you know what I'm saying? Their stats are going to be.
But you look at the quarterback rating and you look at it each year. Look, I don't look at touchdowns. I don't look at that right there is misconstrued because touchdowns could be schemed. It's schemed. All right. I look at quarterback ratings. I look at how many completions
that can be misconstrued too.
No, it can't be misconstrued.
What do you mean?
Quarterback ratings? No, it can't be misconstrued.
How? Why not?
It can't be a completion rate. That's not misconstrued, man. It goes by it goes by the accuracy you have and like
how beneficial you are to the importance of the game. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, dude can, you know what I'm saying? Dude can throw a touchdown late in the game. You know what I'm saying? It'll boost his QBR. That don't tell the whole story of the game. You know what I'm saying? Like a guy can be 12 or 14. He going to have a high QBR. You know what I'm saying? But they probably ran the ball in order to win the football game. I don't know, man. Like I said.
But I'm telling you. Go ahead.
Offensive coordinators matter. You know, that's all I say. They make guys better. I feel like if Jimmy Garoppolo was for the Jets, then he would really be stinking it up. Kyle Shanahan makes this guy credible. You know what I'm saying? Why you think I said this on my podcast? Why you think Carson Wentz is struggling? Why you think he doing so bad? Did he forget how to play football?
Because he injured all the time.
Did he forget how to play football? Or the fact that Frank Reich is now the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, where he had his best season, borderline MVP season. You know, like that stuff matters, man. There's a reason why Sean McVay talks to Jared Goff 15 seconds before you know what I'm saying, they cut off the mic. Right? You know what I'm saying? Those guys matter. They make these guys better. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm not saying they don't. No one said it doesn't. But what I'm telling you is everybody want to paint this picture like Kyle Shanahan is like the holy grail of offensive coordinator and the quarterback risks. Look, man. Okay, hold on. Stop. If he is, don't stop. Let's look at Andy Reid. Andy Reid, when he became the offense coordinator for the Green Bay Packers when Brett Favre was there, he had Brett Favre. Then he left there. He had Donovan McNabb. All right, he had Vic. Vic was better in Philly that 1 to 2 seasons, even when he was in Atlanta. I'm talking about quarterback. Now I ain't talking about running the ball, scrambling and stuff. No, we talking about throwing the ball. Okay. All right. Then he went to Kansas City. Oh, y'all forgot about Kevin Carr. He made Kevin Carr look good in Philadelphia before he left. And then Alex Smith he pretty much revived his career in Kansas City. Then they drafted Pat Mahomes, and the rest is history. Now you look at Kyle Shanahan. Outside of Matt Ryan, who has he made Pro Bowl caliber, All Pro, MVP? Name them, please name them.
He got Kirk Cousins paid. Am I right?
No, we're not talking about contracts. No, that's the market. No, you can't use that. You can't use money
it's the market. It's the market.
It's the market. But at the same time, though, come on, man. We're talking about like Pro Bowl, All Pro, MVP caliber quarterback. Who has he made?
He made Kirk Cousins. He made Kirk Cousins.
Okay, Brock
Osweiler.
Brock Osweiler got paid. So you telling me Brock Osweiler was good too?
He wasn't made like Kirk Cousins. What Kirk Cousins for 3 seasons with the Washington Redskins? This guy had made that dude a credible quarterback, a credible enough for him to go to the Minnesota Vikings, for them to even reach out to this dude to get paid. I mean, what are we talking about here? So, I mean,
but that's the thing. You said Kirk Cousins was in Washington to what 2017, I believe.
Yeah.
And when did Kyle Shanahan left the Redskins in 2013? So it's been a good minute since he ain't even touched Kirk Cousins. So
I mean, he was the offensive coordinator of the New York Jets, the Washington Redskins. You know, like he was right there. He helped. You know what I'm saying? He helped develop the guy.
He was in Houston.
Hold on.
He was in Houston. He was in Houston. Then he went to Washington, and then he went to Cleveland for a couple of seasons, and then we got him, and then now he's out there in San Francisco. So that's what I'm saying. Like, other than look, I'm just telling you, like, you can't use one every quarterback, like, who just got paid. Pat Mahomes just got paid, right? Pat Mahomes set the market. So anybody who plays at the level of Pat Mahomes, they're gonna get similar money or more than Pat Mahomes. If they play better than Pat Mahomes, they're gonna get paid more. If they
did Dak Prescott, he was up for a contract. Did he get more money than Patrick Mahomes?
No, he didn't. But he's not. But that's Jerry Jones. And let's be honest.
Come on, what is it? Is it the coach? Is it the GM? Is it the team? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
But if he would have got,
that's the market.
Got paid, he would have got similar money to Patrick Mahomes.
I disagree.
It would have been close. He wasn't getting. It would have been. It would have been like.
It's about production. It's about production. You want me to give you an example? I'll give you an example. Okay, Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey is the highest paid running back in the National Football League right now. Right or wrong? What was his production? He had over 1,000 yards rushing, 1,000 yards catching a football. Right, so he got paid as such. Let's look at the New Orleans Saints. Would you say that Alvin Kamara is a really good running back? Pretty damn good. Borderline MVP good right now. But he didn't make it as much money as Christian McCaffrey. Why? Because his production wasn't the same. Regardless, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are not. Like, any team out there that would have been into free agency, they would have waited for Patrick Mahomes in order for him to get his contract. They would have waited. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of Jerry Jones or whoever, they would have waited for Patrick Mahomes to get his contract if he was up for a contract year, which he wasn't at the time. They just paid him, you know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you're a Super Bowl MVP, bringing legitimacy to Kansas City. They would have waited for him regardless because he would have set the bar. And they would have went to the table and said, well, this dude just won MVP, Super Bowl MVP. He's an NFL MVP. You put up some big yards, but you're not Patrick Mahomes. This is where we feel like you fall in. Get in where you fit in. There was not that now. If we're going towards the future, I mean, of course, salaries start to develop, salary caps start to build up, and you know what I'm saying. And then you start to get paid because the market gets reset over and over again. But nobody was getting paid more money than Patrick Mahomes. I don't care who they was. I don't care if it was I don't care if it was Drew Brees.
You right. Listen. If somebody come along and pull up more production than Pat Mahomes, they're gonna get paid more than Pat Mahomes.
Absolutely, they deserve it.
But let's go back to. But you made it about money. We ain't talking about money. Go back to the question and answer my question and say, look, Kyle Shanahan, outside of Matt Ryan, who has he produced? And we talking about Pro Bowl, All Pro.
I would have to look. I'm not going to say I know the whole coaching pipeline of Kyle Shanahan. I'm not going to sit up here and say that. But I'm going to say that the quarterbacks that I've seen him have over the years, that I've seen under his tutelage, I mean, he has made them better. You know, like if they, you know what I'm saying, if they suck Zilla, you know what I'm saying, like he made them credible and respectable. Now, talent does have to have something to do with it. You know what I'm saying? It's the it factor, right? We're talking about Patrick Mahomes. I don't care if Andy Reid is your coach. If he didn't have that talent that he possessed, we won't even be talking about him right now. So you only can work with what you have. So let's just say, for example, if you work with Chad Pennington or something like that, you know what I'm saying, back in the day, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just assuming. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Like Chad Pennington didn't have a really big arm, was a guy that, I guess, middle of the road quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I can see him making him possibly a Pro Bowler or something like that. I mean, it's about the talent. Jimmy Garoppolo out there in New England, you know what I'm saying? He was just sitting on the bench. So we really didn't know. Like, honestly, we didn't know what this dude was. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, like, honestly, who knew what Jimmy Garoppolo was before he came to New England? Nobody knew.
I did. I did. I mean, and let me tell you something. I did. Listen, I did, because guess what? East Illinois, and this is another look. You talking about like diverse and a good offensive play caller, Dino Babers. You know who he is?
Yeah, I heard of him.
All right, he's the Syracuse head coach. This man he should be in the NFL calling plays. Right. This man is good, and this is one person I want for the Falcons. He can come in and be our offensive coordinator. He the one groomed Jimmy Garoppolo, not Kyle Shanahan, not Josh McDaniels, but Dino Babers, and his own record, because Jimmy Garoppolo, he sat up there and said he thanked Dino Babers for getting him drafted in the second round, because don't nobody come drafting in East Illinois that early.
Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't know that much about Jimmy Garoppolo coming out. I really didn't. You know, I knew that they were trying to groom him to possibly replace Tom Brady eventually. So I really didn't see him playing college. I mean, Eastern Illinois ain't really on my TV like that. You know what I'm saying? So
it's on the internet. It's on the internet.
Yeah,
I watch
it.
Sure.
Yeah, so I mean, I really didn't know that much about him. But at the same time, like, I mean, this guy come from a small, you know what I'm saying, a pretty relatively small school. And for him to come into the league and be respectable, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't care who you are. You got to have like a certain level of talent. And, you know, I watch Jimmy G up close. I mean, I seen that game against the Saints. I mean, he carved up the Saints. I mean, like 3-4 touchdowns in that game. And then he followed it up the following week and threw about 3 touchdowns. Now, he did have some down games, you know, like, and I feel like Kyle Shanahan did a good job giving him a balanced attack. I mean, giving them 3-headed monster at the running back position. But I mean, the guy has promise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like he has promise. Is he going to be the next Joe Montana? Absolutely not. Steve Young? Absolutely not. But I would say that this guy has longevity in the National Football League, and he's proven it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like Kyle Shanahan.
I'm gonna tell you something. It all depends on where San Francisco fall in this draft coming up. And I don't see them making the playoffs, just to be honest with you. They got too many injuries on defense. No. And it all depends on who's coming out of the NFL draft. If they're going to end up drafting them quarterback to replace Jimmy Garoppolo.
You really think
Kyle Shanahan, how the way he lost that Super Bowl, come on, it's the same way we lost the Super Bowl, the same way back in 2016. Same way.
I wouldn't say that's Jimmy G's fault. He did play bad, but come on, that was
it wasn't Jimmy G's fault. It wasn't Jimmy G's. I'm talking about Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan. How the way he called the play. Like you could have just ran the ball. He wanted to keep throwing it, and guess what? They threw an interception that gave Kansas City chances to just go down the field and score.
Well,
but hold on. So this is what I'm saying. Kyle Shanahan, at the end of the day, the coach got to find a scapegoat. Either he gonna find it through his coordinators, his coaching staff, or he gonna find it in some of his players. So he's going to have to find a scapegoat in Jimmy Garoppolo, and I'm telling you, they're going to end up drafting them a quarterback because Jimmy Garoppolo is the problem. And they paid this man in 2017, so he's going to be up on his next year, I believe. So there's an out for his contract. They can trade this man, or they can they have somebody sit under here for a year or whatever and take over. I'm telling y'all what's going to happen. Jimmy Garoppolo is not going to be the face of the San Francisco 49ers. Not. I'm telling you. And I know y'all listening to me, most of y'all Saints fans, because I know y'all was 49er fans before 2006, by the way.
Or Cowboy fans.
The Cowboy fans, exactly.
Well, I can't speak for that. I mean, I've been a Saints fan my whole life. Even through the rough times, you know what I'm saying? I was always there.
Who was y'all coach in 99?
It's Jim Haslett.
No, what? Oh yeah, it was. No, hold on. Was
He
it?
came in 1999, right after the 98 season when Mike Dicker was fired.
Yeah, Dicker was fired tonight. Hold on, let me see. I thought Dicker was there in 99. Dicker was there in 99. Yeah, Mike Dicker was there. Mike Dicker was there in 99 because I remember y'all traded all y'all draft picks for doggone Ricky Williams.
That was a 98 draft, wasn't it?
No, that was 99, man.
Are you sure about that?
I'm about to look it up. I'm positive. What's wrong with my mouse? Okay, there we go. Hold on. If I know I'm right. So, because I'm just a football person. So Mike Dicker, y'all went 3-13 that year.
Okay, Mike Dicker was the head coach in what? You say 99?
99.
Okay, Jim Haslett was the coach in 2000.
He came in the next year because after that losing season y'all had, and then y'all traded all y'all picks away to get Ricky Williams. And then in 2000, remember y'all made the playoffs with Haslett, and y'all bumped off the Super Bowl defending champions,
the Rams.
The Rams.
Yeah, I was actually at that game. I was 13 at that time. Yeah, I was 13 years old at that time, man. I'll never forget that. I actually got an opportunity to go to that game. I got some tickets through my middle school.
Yep. But like I said, man, like
from what Jim Mara, from Jerry DiNardo, Mike Dicker, Jim Haslett. I started watching like when Jim Mara was coach. Look, my grandmother has been watching the Saints since the expansion back in '67. So my grandmother, like watched every Saints game. And I often tell this story, like my grandfather a preacher. So she used to leave him after church to get in the car, man, and ride around the corner because the church was like directly around the corner for her to watch the second half of the Saints game. I've been watching Saints games for I don't know how long, been a fan for I don't know how long. So
somebody said if you don't memorize all the trivia, you're a Cowboys fan.
It's very little, it's very little about the team that I don't know about, very little. Timelines maybe, but man, I know players and, I know about some of those dark ages too. I know about some of that trash we done had come through the spot. The Billy Joe Hobarts, the Billy Joe Tollivers, the John Forcades of the world. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Man,
look, I'm just gonna keep it real, man. Like, end of the day, man, we own this rivalry.
Big facts. Big three.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't. You want to know why? You want to know how? You want to know how? All right.
Please don't say this overall record that y'all only like.
That's what matters. That's what matters.
2 games. Two games.
It's 3. It's 3. Really, if we keep it 100, it's 4 because we also own y'all in the playoffs because we beat y'all one time. So there's overall record of 54-50, and it's won't be 55-50 by the end of this Sunday.
Are you kidding me? Can you please tell people the record over the past 15 years? Can you please tell them that? No, I'm just saying. Can you please tell people? Like, okay, so like I feel like this.
Come on, man. You just said you was a fan all those years before Sean Payton, but now you want to just zero in on when Sean Payton was there.
You want to talk about the present? When the last, okay, over the last what? 4 opportunities. How many times have y'all beaten us? Or the last 5 opportunities? How many times have y'all beaten us? Come on, man. If we want to talk about let's talk about the present because now y'all sound like Cowboy fans.
We ain't sound like that. That's y'all sound like Cowboy fans. Y'all be bringing up in 2009. Oh, we want a ring 2009. Even though, come on, man. Let's be Bounty Gate too. Let's bring that up too.
Okay, let's bring in the pipe noise of 2015. Let's bring up that. Let's bring in how y'all have all this crowd noise, so to speak. Man, y'all barely even have fans. Like, be real, man. Y'all fan base is not as big and as relevant as the New Orleans Saints fan base. Atlanta is a melting pot, man. Come on. You got people coming from all over. y'all like most of like I ain't saying y'all, but most of y'all fans are grandstanders. I don't see the same type of energy. I don't see the same type of energy until y'all start winning, man.
But hold on.
I don't see it, man.
No, stop. In 2005, when I'm not trying to make fun of Katrina, none of that. All right, but here's the thing: when y'all play in San Antonio, because the New Orleans was devastated by Katrina, guess what? Y'all owner at the time, Tom Benson, wanted to stay. It is on record. Go look it up. I'm not making none of this up. He wanted to stay in San Antonio and be known as the San Antonio Saints. Y'all was going to lose y'all team. Because guess what? It wasn't because of Katrina. It's because of lack of attendance, lack of a fan base, all that. Y'all was wearing, y'all was wearing trash bags over y'all heads.
Right.
Trash bags over y'all heads. We didn't come up with the name Aints. Y'all came it up for yourselves. Y'all came up with it yourselves. So
okay.
Hold on.
Okay.
Y'all better think. Hold on. Y'all better
think about nothing because I'm about to kill this.
Hold on. Every night, y'all better pray to not God, but y'all better pray to Jerry Jones because Jerry Jones blocked that doggone move from New Orleans to San Antonio. Thank Jerry Jones for keeping the New Orleans the Saints in New Orleans. Because if it wasn't for Jerry Jones, that would have been 3 football teams in Texas instead of 2. And that's what the reason why he didn't want the Saints coming there, because he didn't want all of the revenue, splitting the revenue 3 ways in the state of Texas.
Okay. Are you done? Okay, now that the conspiracy theory is over, I can tell you exactly what happened. Hurricane Katrina happened in 2005, and they didn't think that the city of New Orleans was going to be able to recover from it. I mean, it was over $1 billion of damage from it. So it had absolutely nothing to do with the attendance inside of the Superdome. It was the fact that Tom Benson was playing hardball because he wanted a certain amount of money in order for them to repair the Superdome and, you know what I'm saying, have enough of the fan base to be back because, of course, like I said, the city was devastated and they didn't know if people was going to be able to come back to the city. It didn't have anything to do with the fact, I just love San Antonio so much. It was him playing hardball. And anybody, like any business person, like let's just be serious. Any business person would have probably did the same thing. If you had a business, and let's just say it's on an island somewhere, and there was this big like catastrophic thing that happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course you're gonna second guess and maybe like, should I reel back on this island? You know what I'm saying? Are the people gonna come back? Or you know what I'm saying? Is money still gonna be rolling the way that it once was? That's a business decision. I can't get mad at a guy for doing no stuff like that. But don't make it seem like honestly, do not make it seem like it was because of a lack of love and support for this team. You can't tell me nothing about New Orleans because I'm from there. I mean, I stay there.
But y'all did not have the same type of fan base y'all got now. Let's keep a spade, man. And here's y'all did not have the same type of fan base.
I totally disagree.
And let me tell you something.
Totally
you talking
disagree.
about
I totally disagree.
I'm telling you. And man, come on, man. This
you gotta tell me I'm from New Orleans, dude.
And
you know what I'm saying?
Lil Wayne,
the street.
Hey,
man.
So look, Lil Wayne from New Orleans too. Lil Wayne said it himself. He said nobody before the Super Bowl. Are you
gonna talk about Lil Wayne, a dude that been rich since he was 13 years old? Come on, man. This is the same dude that trying to tell people that he a thug when he was riding around in Lake Pontchartrain, living in a mansion at the age of 13 years old, dude. So you gonna take the crap?
But he from Holly Grove, though.
Hey, okay. You know what I'm saying? I'm from the 9th ward, you know what I'm saying? But I moved around to 8 to the 7th ward, you know what I'm saying? That don't mean nothing. This dude, look, I'm telling you, I was 15 years old on Lake Pontchartrain. This dude came riding down in a green Bentley with the words Weezy on the back, dude. And it's the same dude that's telling you that he a blood and a crip. This is the same dude that's talking about how he been gang banging, but this dude has been rich and been selling multi-platinum albums since he was 13. So you're gonna take that and say, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, Lil Wayne, like, honestly,
you know why I believe that? No, you gotta stop. You know why I believe that? Guess what? Believe it or not, you're talking to a person who has family in New Orleans.
That family is one thing.
No.
I'm from New Orleans.
Okay, I'm telling, and I got family that live there too. And guess what? They sit up there and say, ain't no Saints, bruh. Before that, it was no Saints fans at all. Okay. It was like, you was like one of the minority of people there. It was 49ers fans, and it was
I agree with that.
Cowboys fans.
And I would agree with that. I would agree with that. Listen, just like in Atlanta, they got Jets fans, just like they got Giants fans. It's called being a melting pot. Y'all are they call y'all the Mecca of the South. Y'all are a melting pot. So of course they're gonna have fans from different walks of life come through your town. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, but that don't mean like you can have fans from all walks of life, but they still gonna have more Atlanta Falcon fans than Giants fans, than Packers fans, than you know what I'm saying, like than Jets fans or what have you. You know what I'm saying?
And let's be real. And let's be real. Let's look at the average ticket prices of the Superdome and Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Our stadium is expensive. You ain't getting up in there.
Right.
Like if you middle class or lower than that, you not getting in there. But I seen how much a ticket costs to get in the Superdome. I can pay for me and my 2 kids to go see a game in the Superdome. And I don't make that much.
Yeah, I mean, bro.
So in ticket prices, that's also the same thing. And listen, going back to what Benson hold on. Before the Superdome, listen, hold on. I'm about to show you something that I want you to remember this. I want to see if you remember this. Because before Katrina hit, Benson was trying to build this. Do you remember this picture, this rendering of y'all stadium? Because he wanted to get rid of the Superdome and build this. Do you remember that?
I remember that.
This came out in 2003, I believe.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Well, I'm just saying, like the man, he was trying to find a way out, but he knew he couldn't. I'm telling you, man.
Okay, look, the only thing that you can say of validity, but if this is like a business move, man. It's like pushing, you know what I'm saying? Like saying, look, I'm about to walk away if you don't give me this certain amount of money right here. I mean, it's called leverage. You're trying to have, like, nobody wants to come to the bargaining table.
If you don't get what you want,
feeling like they have more leverage.
But if you don't get what you want, you're gonna leave, right?
But did he leave?
No, he didn't, because guess what? He didn't have no other choice but to go back to New Orleans. Where else he was gonna go?
Talking about? No, I mean, he could have went somewhere else. Think about this, man. Nobody at that particular time, going into the 2006 season, nobody was even in New Orleans. It looked like a doggone ghost town, my friend. You know what I'm saying? Nobody really knew the team was coming back, man. It was devastated. You know what I'm saying? So if he would have went to him and said, man, look here, let me show y'all some pictures. Go to the 9th ward, devastated. Go to the 8th ward, devastated. And go into like a NFL front office and be like, man, this gonna hurt my business. You don't think, like, if he really wanted to, if he really pushed the issue, you don't think enough of those majority owners would have said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and try to get them to go to San Antonio. It was all about leverage, my friend. That's business 101. To always feel like you're in. Exactly.
But guess what, though? If you don't get what you want, he got what he want. He got what he want. They rebuilt, but that's not. It ain't what he really wanted. He wanted to get out of New Orleans. He wanted to figure out what other cities. Now, San Antonio, let's look at it. San Antonio is a good city, but it ain't like far light years ahead of New Orleans. If we talk about market, and then you split the revenue with 2 other teams in the state anyway.
Man,
but listen, but like you said, but like I'm not disagreeing with you. But like you said, that no one, yes, and I was one of them. I ain't think New Orleans was going to be rebuilt like that, especially the turnaround they did in 1 year. But they got it rebuilt. They rebuilt the Superdome, and they went back.
And so, let me. It's something that you said earlier, man. I mean, I'm loving this conversation, man. It's dope.
We're gonna talk football, big country. We're gonna talk some football, man. We're gonna talk some football, man. We're gonna talk some football.
I mean, this dope right here. But back to like what you was talking about with the ticket prices. Look, I am going to look. The only difference that we're gonna have, and when we talking about Atlanta, is the teams. I give Atlanta so much credit. Number one, because y'all turned the state blue. That's a whole nother story. But the next thing is y'all turned the state blue. Okay, I just had to, from the election. But the thing is, like, you have so many rich, successful African Americans, so many rich, successful people in general. So Mercedes-Benz Stadium can go out there and you can charge whatever. People are still gonna come to the game because you know what I'm saying, it's Atlanta. But in New Orleans, man, like God bless them. It's not the most, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody ain't driving out there. It's poverty stricken, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't let the French Quarters and you know what I'm saying, Bourbon Street fool you. If you go a little further, man, these people struggling. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, of course the tickets are gonna be cheaper because you know what I'm saying, the economy is not what it is in Atlanta. So that's the reason why your ticket prices, you know what I'm saying, and also, you know what I'm saying, you got to be able to maintain the stadium. So, of course, your ticket price is gonna cost more. I would expect it to cost more than New Orleans. And you know what I'm saying? And it's like I said, it's a state-of-the-art, brand new stadium that y'all got there. It's beautiful. But I mean, y'all have more successful people in Atlanta than they do in New Orleans. So I think that's the answer to that question.
But here's the thing, though, man. All right. Yeah, you're right about that. But at the same time, if you can't afford it, you can't afford to go, you can't afford to go. So this is one of the reasons that PSLs, that's why I hate PSLs, because people own them. But guess what? They're not really Falcons fans. Because if I was a PSL owner of some seats, I'm not selling them to no Packers fans or the visitor team in town. I'm selling them to who you going to see. Yes, it's money. It's all business. I get it. But at the same time, man, like I'm business oriented, but I'm also a diehard Falcons fan, man. I just don't like seeing my team being outshined by another team. That's just how it is. Yeah. Man, y'all get out of here with that Lil Wayne said stuff, man. Like, he did say it.
Yeah.
He's the most famous rapper from y'all city, and he called it like it is on national television. Y'all mad?
I'm mad because, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. But
I'm just saying, though, like, even in the rap videos back in the day, I want to start talking about football after this. Even in the rap videos back in the day, y'all had Hot Boys, y'all had Master P and all these guys. Like, man, only time I seen Saints jersey when they had that Hootie Hoo video with True, Master P and his brothers or whatever, and I seen Ricky Williams jersey. Other than that, man, like, I ain't really see y'all rocking no teams down there. And this was before 2005.
But look, we can't say this, man. Who was some of the hottest artists in New Orleans? Like, you know what I'm saying? Rappers was like mostly from Atlanta and stuff like that. I mean,
not before.
The people we had was Cash. What people we had was mostly, I'm talking about mainstream, that people like that was just recognizable was Cash Money and No Limit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't really have, like, who else was coming out of New Orleans that wasn't from No Limit Records, Cash Money Records? I mean, look who y'all had. You know, y'all had Outkast, Goody Mob, all the other people. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like, we didn't have all that. I mean, so wasn't much representation, man. I mean, that's the way I look at it. If we probably had more representation, probably had more artists coming out in the world, you probably would have seen more Saints jerseys. But I mean, that's what you had at the time.
I don't think so, man. Not before 2005, but yeah, we go agree to disagree, man. Look, man, you know what, man? I need to look all the salt in this chat, man. Y'all salty, man. Y'all salty, but anyway.
I'm enjoying this conversation. Like,
I am too, man. Like, I am too. I know some people upset. Right, we talked about football early in the show, so y'all went there.
I mean, this is like dope stuff right here, man. You learn it. Like, I'm learning about Atlanta sports. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about New Orleans sports, man. Like, I think this is pretty dope. you get what, political stuff, or, you know what I'm saying, sports stuff. So sound dope to me.
All right. So, like I said, man, we own the series 53-50. Mm-hmm. All right, and we still own the longest win streak over y'all by 10 games, because from 95 to 99, y'all did not beat us at all. So y'all talk about, y'all want to bring up, you know, since Sean Payton was here, y'all had back-to-back seasons that y'all swept us, but at the same time, like, y'all ain't put 10 over our head like that back to back.
No, we never put 10 on our heads. You know, like I said, man, that's why you continue to play the game. You know, at one time, the Carolina Panthers had an overall better record than we did, and we caught up with them. I mean, Tampa next. You know what I'm saying? But that's the reason why we play the game, man. You know, so
hold on. William Hance, man, Google it. Ticket prices are cheaper than Saints ticket prices. Man, look, I'm pretty sure you don't even know how to use Google. You probably just learned Google today. Get out of here, man.
So since we talked about coaches and all that, since Sean Payton's been there, it's been y'all had 8 playoff appearances, including the Super Bowl win in 2009, which we talked about. So that's a big reason why y'all team has been successful over these last 15 years. Steady, consistent coaching, man. And coaching is key. Like you said earlier, coaching is key, and it helps take better players, make them better. And y'all have had the same coach. You can't say that for Atlanta. You can't say that. Over these last few years, we've had multiple coaches. So when you got consistency and that key, and you got the same quarterback with the same head coach, it breeds winning. Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, it breeds winning. Same coach.
Y'all had the continuity, man. The continuity means everything in football, man. In any sport, like you have the same people, like with Tom Brady and you know Bill Belichick. Like, and he had Aaron Rodgers for the long time had Mike McCarthy, but they got rid of him. Like Peyton Manning, when he was in the league, he played for the Colts. Tom Moore, like you have your offensive coordinator there with you side by side for a long time. You're going to end up tripping over success. Like Matt Ryan cannot say that because guess what? Every 2 or 3 years,
OC.
This man, this OC is going to green pastures because thanks to Matt Ryan, this man about to get a head coaching job outside of Steve Sarkisian.
So you saying that Matt Ryan breeds coaches in the league because of how good he is?
Yep. Look, Mike Mularkey, head coaching job, right? After he left Atlanta, head coaching job. Dirk Cutter, when Mike Smith got fired, he didn't come back. And we didn't fire Dirk Cutter, by the way, in 2000 at the end of 2014 season. He left. And he went to Tampa Bay under Lovey, and then Lovey got fired, and then they promoted him and made him the head coach. Kyle Shanahan took us to the Super Bowl, got a head coaching job in San Francisco. Sorry, even Steve Sarkisian. Hold on, Steve Sarkisian gonna get a head coaching job, but I promise you, in 2018. Sorry, y'all, heartburn. But 2018, he was considered middle of the season. This man was considered to be a head coaching candidate for in the NFL.
Yeah,
go look at. Look. I'm not making none of this up, guys.
I'm not discrediting Matt Ryan being a good quarterback. You know, I'm not. But why is it that when these guys leave, like they don't pan out? So is it like why is that though? You know what I'm saying? Is it more that they're probably just good offensive coordinators, or it's just the fact that you just still feel like Matt Ryan that cold?
Matt Ryan is cold. I'm telling you, Matt Ryan is good, man. Matt Ryan, I'm telling you, they don't just give league MVPs to anybody. Cause guess what? Last time I checked, where's Drew Brees on league MVP at?
No, he don't have a league MVP.
Thank you.
Yeah, Matt Ryan that good.
Matt Ryan is elite.
But I'm getting tired of people saying that. Well, let me ask you this though. Since we talking about that, we talking about Matt Ryan here. Did Matt Ryan play and come up in the same era with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning, when everybody seemed to want to see these two guys collide every single year? And Drew Brees, who was still putting up yards, who was still putting up touchdowns, who was still bringing credibility and legitimacy to the city of New Orleans, the Saints organization, always seemed to be the illegitimate stepchild of that. When Matt Ryan won league MVP, there wasn't a Patrick Mahomes. There wasn't like these guys like Peyton Manning and Tom Brady was starting to phase it out.
Aaron Rodgers, you still had Tom Brady. They was going to give it to Tom. They was going to give it to Tom.
Who was hurt most of the season? And no, Aaron Rodgers, who was hurt most of the season.
Okay, but still, they were still considering him, giving him the MVP, and then they was also going to give it to Tom Brady, and then also Zeke Elliott. He was considered as well. So it doesn't matter, man. Like it doesn't matter. Like at the same time, he won the MVP. They could have gave that award to anybody else. But for Matt Ryan, put up the number. But look, and the numbers were historic, man. We had a historic offense. It was a historic offense, man.
It was. I mean, Drew Brees has historical offenses, but he had really good seasons. But there's always been like, like for example, right? The year that the Saints actually went to the Super Bowl, the Indianapolis Colts went 14-2. The Saints went 13-3, right? So, I mean, if that was like any other season, 9 times out of 10, probably Drew Brees probably would have won MVP that year. But he didn't because of that record that the Indianapolis Colts had. And you know what I'm saying? And it ain't
because of the record. Freaking Peyton Manning played way better than Drew Brees.
No, he did not.
Yes, he did. Look at the stats. Go look at this. Go look at the stats, man. Go look at the stats. Yes, he did. Y'all had a good defense too, by the way, that made y'all win because y'all had y'all defense was good, and then y'all was
offense wasn't good.
The offense was good too. I'm just saying. I'm not discrediting the offense. Y'all had a great offense, but I'm saying to compliment that offense, y'all had a good defense. Y'all was like I think plus in the double digits in turnovers. That helped Drew Brees. That helped Drew Brees. That helped doggone Reggie Bush and all these other guys y'all had on the offense.
But they didn't have the best offense in the league. They didn't have the best offense in the league at that time. They weren't they weren't ranked like the top 3 rushing attack and all.
Yes, y'all was. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Y'all was, but y'all had a defense. Like the Falcons in 2016, we didn't have no defense. We went in the Super Bowl with a 27th ranked defense.
27.
That's unheard of for a Super Bowl team.
27.
All I'm saying is Matt Ryan didn't have to go up against guys who they just considered like the greatest quarterbacks of all time, and he was never ever the illegitimate stepchild of the NFL quarterback.
He went up against Tom Brady. He went up against Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. He went up against Aaron Rodgers in the NFC Championship game. He went up against Russell Wilson in the divisional game. He went up against great quarterbacks.
Who had the best record in the NFL that season?
Who had the best record? Let's see. So we won the number 1 seed. It was Dallas. Dallas was number 1 seed. We were the 2nd seed.
Okay, y'all. What was y'all record?
We was 11-5.
Were y'all to the Super Bowl?
Man, come on, man.
When y'all went to the Super Bowl. No,
yes, we went to the Super Bowl.
No, yes, y'all went to when y'all was 11-5.
Yes, but okay. You looking at the record. I'm looking at how you look. It's all about how you perform as a team. We had the historic offense, but you look at our defense. You look at that defense. I'm looking at defense win championships, man. And you look at that defense. I'm like, we ain't had no business playing in that Super Bowl, but we made a run. And we got to the game, and we played played up against a future Hall of Fame quarterback and a future Hall of Fame head coach.
Okay. And then when you look at you can't even name another quarterback that's went through all the coaches changes like Matt Ryan. It is still that good. Anybody else would be somewhere else. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things.
I'm still confused. I'm still confused, man. I mean,
it's nothing to be confused about, man. Go look at quarterback ratings.
Is he top 10 all time? Is he top 10 now?
I'm gonna say yeah, but let me tell you something though. Go look at quarterback ratings in Super Bowl history. Go look at quarterback ratings in Super Bowl history. And I promise you, Matt Ryan is gonna be number 1.
This dude said Matt Ryan top 10 all time. Please give me your list.
These numbers, man. He been breaking numbers, man. He been breaking records, man.
Give me your list of top 10 quarterbacks, please. Please tell me.
What's your top 10?
No, I'm gonna give it to you. I'll ask the question first. Please give me your top 10 quarterbacks of all time, please.
My number one is gonna be Dan Marino. Can't nobody knock Dan Marino, man.
And why? Why? Because look at
the numbers he put up.
Okay,
y'all just going by. See, I'm not finna do this.
Dude is above average, good and best. Average. You know what I'm saying? This dude in Philip Rivers territory. That's what he is.
Now you tripping, man. Come on.
He's only in Philip Rivers territory.
He's not nowhere near. He's nowhere in Philip Rivers territory, man.
So he better. Hold on. Wait a minute. So he better than Tom Brady. Hold on, wait. So he better than Tom Brady?
No.
When the smoke clear, not right now, but when the smoke clears, he is gonna be better than Tom Brady. If you look at the consistency he's having, because you just looking at, man, the thing about it is, man, y'all just looking at rings. Y'all looking at rings.
Man,
that's our problem.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all looking at rings.
Oh my goodness.
Rings, let me tell you something. Rings is a quarter. Okay, right. So the logic that you going off of, you telling me that stop. No. This is what you saying. This is your logic. Your logic is telling me that Joe Flacco is better than Matt Ryan.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Because you're going off rings.
I'm talking about clutch. I'm talking about, you know what I'm saying, stellar performances.
Okay, Matt Ryan got 38. The man got 37, 38 comeback win. And
37, 38 win. Give me a meaningful comeback win by Matt Ryan that's gonna stand the test of time. That when people like, you know what? That's it.
2012 divisional playoff against the Seattle Seahawks.
That was a remarkable comeback win.
We were almost about to lose that game, and we was gonna be bounced out of the playoffs again in the first round.
Like I'm telling you,
when I give you a fact, you want to try to backpedal. Come on, man, don't do that.
No, I ain't gonna backpedal. I'm gonna tell you what people in the media say.
But let me tell you something. Hold on.
Oh, Matt Ryan. They look at him as like in Tony Romo territory. That's what they look at him like.
No. Okay, but
Andy Dalton. You want me to pull it up? You want me to pull it up?
Stop. That's the problem with some of you guys, man. Y'all want to look at ESPN and all these dumb people that be reporting on these teams. Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith ain't even a football person. He's a basketball man. He don't know nothing about football at all.
But you sitting up here talking about what a rapper said. I mean, come on, man.
We talking about the city. I'm talking about the city. I'm talking about the city of New Orleans. I'm not talking about.
No, you talking about the team. You talking about the team.
I'm talking about the fan base. We talking about the fan base and the actual product on the field is two different things, man.
Man,
you can't compare. But here's my thing, man. You're not finna sit up here and tell me that Matt Ryan is on the same level as Phillip Rivers and Tony Romo. Man, you tripping.
He is.
No, indeed. No, indeed. Anybody?
All
right, let me tell you this. Okay, so you want to talk about meaningful wins, like coming back in games, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so where's Drew Brees' comeback performance in the playoffs?
Comeback performance in the playoff against Minnesota? That wasn't his fault that Marcus Williams missed that, missed that tackle.
But did y'all win the game though?
No, but he brought him back. But he brought him back 21 points down.
It don't matter unless you win.
Did y'all win? Though?
But it's in the playoffs. But it's in the playoffs, though.
Let me ask you.
But it's in the playoffs. Okay. What about the NFC Championship game? They were down against the Minnesota Vikings in that game. He had to, throw the ball to Reggie Bush late in that game. In overtime, he had to drive his team down the field in order for Garrett Hartley to kick that 40-yard field goal to put him into the Super Bowl. So,
all right, I give y'all that
Matt Ryan performance. Whoa. What was Matt Ryan performance when they were up by 25 points and he couldn't seal the deal? What happened when Matt Ryan?
That ain't got nothing to do with Matt Ryan. That's the defense.
That was the defense. That was the defense fault. But what about that third down where he held the ball too long and he got sacked? And they had to get the ball back.
You know why he got sacked? Because he didn't hold the ball long. He only held the ball for like 4 seconds. Nothing.
That's what y'all doing.
That's what we're doing, man.
Michael Jackson at the 25th anniversary Motown special, man. How is it that y'all can really sit up here with a straight face and say that Matt Ryan is top 10, top 15? Maybe we can talk.
You know why? Hold on. You know why? Because hey, you know why? Hold on. You know why? Because of this right here.
Let's go, come on, hit it. Hey. I bet you won't. The kick is good. Zerline clutch, and with 15 seconds left on the road. And what a job by Johnny Hecker to get that snap from Jake McQuaid. Hit the foot.
So here's my thing. if yes, and I'm not finna keep going in this top 10 thing, man. We look.
I'm
gonna be honest. I'm
looking for the Bow Wow footage. I'm still looking for the DC Young Fly footage from the Super Bowl. What, man? Where's all this Saints footage coming from? Where is the 25-point lead footage at where Bow Wow was so turned up, charged up, and said, "Oh man, what's going on, man?" When the boys start coming back, what happened, man? Where's that footage? I can't seem to find it, man. Why is it not on his channel? If you're gonna tell a story, tell it all. That's all I gotta say. Just tell it all, man.
I'm telling you, man. We lost because of the defense. The man, like I said, you go look, man. Pull up his quarterback range for the Super Bowl, man. He had the best. He had the best record that you can ever ask for out of a quarterback.
He does it multiple times. He always has great games, and then the defense screws him over. Remember the game against the Cardinals? 4 touchdowns, like 300-something yards. He only had like 6 incompletions, and they still lost. You can't.
Matt Ryan is not top 10. Period.
I didn't say he was.
No matter how you want to slice it, cut it. You know what I'm saying? Look, that dog ain't gonna hunt. Okay. Will I say that Matt Ryan is a good quarterback? Absolutely. Do I think that Matt Ryan is going to be a Hall of Famer? Absolutely. Do I feel like he is top 10? Heck no. No way,
man. Look, not like I said, man. The records tell you otherwise, man. He's elite. Even Tony Gonzalez, one of the best tight ends to even play this game, man. He said it with all said and done, Matt Ryan's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in NFL history.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I respect Tony Gonzalez, but he ain't top 10. He ain't top 10 like Tony Gonzalez is top 10 at his position.
Top 5.
All right. But here's the thing, though.
Top 3, if you want to be honest.
All right, but yeah, he had some seasons. He had some great seasons in Kansas City. But look how he did when he came to here in Atlanta. Who had to give him the ball? And even Tony G said it best that Matt Ryan's the best quarterback he ever had.
I'm not saying that Matt Ryan is terrible. Like I think we're getting this misconstrued here. I'm not saying that the dude is terrible. I respect Matt Ryan. That's what y'all don't understand. I respect him as a quarterback. I'm not sitting up here poo-pooing on the guy. I'm just saying top 10 is a little it's a little bit much here. There's a lot of great quarterbacks that came through the league that I can think of before Matt Ryan name comes up. I'm just being serious.
Look, man, you not finna win this argument with me, man. Matt Ryan is an elite quarterback, like
a good quarterback, elite.
Man, yeah. Look, man, no, look. Who is this? That's the talk. Matt Ryan means more to ATL than Vic. Yeah, and me he does. What did Vic do? Vic didn't do anything when he was here. All that he did, he was in TI videos and doggone was on the cover of Madden. That was it.
Michael Vick is synonymous with Atlanta. You know, I'm talking about as far as like,
yeah, he brought electricity to the city, but other than that, like we talking about production.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be touched. It can't be touched as far as that. But I think we talk about rock star like type atmosphere. I mean, Michael Vick still. I mean, you probably still got people walking around with number 7 jerseys around there.
Yeah, you do.
And it ain't long. It ain't young way cool either. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a cool jersey. You know what I'm saying? It's a Vic jersey, man.
Hold on, Kendall Jones. Vic is the only reason y'all was ever. No, let's get this right, because it was a guy that wore number 21, Deion Sanders, who was here in Atlanta. So that's one thing. Y'all know nothing about our doggone history. Rockwell, man, look, man, you can go ahead on with all this. You're not finna sit up here and say Ryan Tannehill is better than Matt Ryan. Get out of here with that mess, man.
He is this year.
Because of the run game. Because he ain't got to do that much. He is this year. Man, he ain't got to do that much. He got doggone Derrick Henry running the ball. Only thing he got to do is be a game manager. That's it.
Hey, but he managing the heck out of that game this year, and he managing a little bit better than Matt Ryan. I think we can agree to that.
Okay, well, when you
that Tennessee
exactly that Tennessee defense too. You got to have a complete team. It takes a team effort to win games. When you out there balling and throwing, like, look, we put up against what game was it this season? We played against who did we play against? Was it Dallas?
Somebody said Willie Beeman better than Matt Ryan, man. Nah.
Man, y'all tripping, man. Y'all tripping.
Willie Beeman. Nah, man. I'm not disrespecting Matt Ryan. I'm not about to say this man not good. I think that's a little bit. I think that's a little bit much. But like I said, top 10. That's my only argument. That he's not a top 10 quarterback. Top 15.
You're not finna sit up. Look, y'all tripping. Rex Grossman better than Matt Ryan. Come on, man. Y'all trolling right now, man.
Look,
Ryan has Dirk Cutter. Yeah, that's the reason why we not putting up the production right now, because of Dirk Cutter. Dirk Cutter, man. I'm telling you, this man is trash. Man is trash.
Man, I'm serious, man. I think the biggest.
That's the talk.
I would
man.
Not be surprised. I would not be surprised if this Matt Ryan last season with y'all.
No, it ain't, man. You cannot get rid of this man. He has a long. This man is he's on a long contract. He has like 3 or 4 years left on his deal. If you get rid of this man, guess what? We're gonna eat up like 50 dead counts, 50 mil in dead count. You cannot get rid of this man.
Well, y'all might get another quarterback. I can tell you.
Man, we're not getting no other quarterback. So we about to draft a first round quarterback and pay this man 15 to 20 mil just to sit on the bench. No. We got bigger problems. We need defense.
The Packers did it with Jordan Love.
That's the Packers. They can do that, and they have better cap than we do.
I'm telling you, man. I mean,
I'm telling you.
I need y'all to look around, man, and look at how people perceive Matt Ryan. I'm telling you,
because they don't understand. Everybody don't understand football, man. They don't understand football. Man, they just see these folks. They want to see, oh man, Lamar Jackson. Oh man, Deshaun Watson. Oh man, Russell Wilson. Like y'all need to run the quarterback. We need to run the quarterback. But guess what? In the past couple of years, guess what? Matt Ryan was the 3rd most sacked quarterback. Guess who the top 2 was?
Are you talking about Lamar Jackson and Deshaun Watson?
It was Deshaun Watson and doggone Russell Wilson. So it doesn't matter if you can run or not. And thank you. Yes, we do need to invest in the trenches. Yes, we do need. We need one. I like the guy Sewell from Oregon, the lineman. I feel like we should draft him. Wait,
man, I'm just laughing at the chat. Somebody said Nathan Peterman. That boy trolling hard.
Yeah, y'all tripping, man. Yeah, y'all.
Oh man, no, man. Look, I'm telling you, man. Would not surprise me if they draft another quarterback, man. I'm telling you,
we're not drafting no not in 2021. I'm telling you,
man. Ryan looking a little bit suspect, man. I'm telling you.
You know what's it's because of the offensive coordinator. It's the offensive coordinator.
What about the O-line? What about him holding the ball too long, man? What about him turning the ball over, man?
The design of the play, man. It's because we're trying to get the home run ball. Go and look at Dirk Cutter's film, man. You can even go when Jameis Winston was in Tampa Bay when he had Dirk Cutter as his head coach and he was a play caller out there. Man. Like I'm telling you, it is.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I think you have an interesting point, but.
No, my point,
man, it's looking very trendy right now, man. Like this is the second season of kind of mediocre type quarterback play, bro. I'm telling you,
because it's the offensive coordinator, and you can go back to 2013-14 when Dirk was here.
Bro, how old is Matt Ryan? How old is Matt Ryan?
He's 34, 35, something like that.
Yeah, no, man, I mean, how many years he got left, bro? Like.
I got Drew Brees in his 40s.
But he been in the same system. You know what I'm saying? Like, how many times this dude gonna have to change up that system, man? Like, bro, I'm telling you,
it's not his fault. It's not his fault that the OCs keep leaving. Bro, that's not his fault. Y'all. Sean Payton is not going anywhere.
Yeah, man, but I'm just saying, man, he's looking mediocre, bro. I'm telling you, like,
it's not because it's the play calling. It's the play calling, and it's the play calling. It's the doggone GM not drafting players. We said this earlier in the show, man. Don't switch it up now because you got your Saints fans.
Ain't nobody switching up nothing. Yeah, I'm telling you how am I switching up?
Because you mentioned that the GM for the Falcons did not draft well. Did you not say that earlier?
I said that, but did I say anything about Matt Ryan's age? Yeah, I said,
it doesn't matter,
bro,
man.
it's over. Like, okay,
it doesn't matter.
Like
man.
I said, you're acting like what? You're acting like I'm afraid of Matt Ryan. You think the Saints afraid of Matt Ryan? Matt Ryan,
y'all was afraid of him last year. Y'all was afraid of him last year when we played y'all in the first game, right?
Yeah, and what happened in the second game?
Y'all didn't even score a touchdown.
Shot Tuttle stiffed this behind right to the ground on Thanksgiving. Sealed the deal. Sealed the deal on Thanksgiving. Most teams win a division by December, maybe, you know what I'm saying, late into December. Man, we won on Thanksgiving. I was enjoying stuffing and turkey and enjoying the Saints winning the NFC South. Bruh, Matt Ryan is not a threat. Like, Matt Ryan, we laugh at Matt Ryan in New Orleans. Like, we happy. We happy to play him every single year. He's not a threat.
It ain't Matt
He's
Ryan.
not a threat. He is
y'all,
not a threat. Nothing about the Falcons is a threat to the Saints at all. That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all not a threat.
Here's the thing. It ain't. Look, it's the defense. Yeah, y'all can play it. Yeah,
the defense is the offense. Like the Saints are. The Saints are better. They are better. Y'all can win this Sunday and it's irrelevant. We're still better. The Saints are better than the Falcons. Period. Like I'm sorry. Like I'm sorry, Falcon Nation. Y'all just have to come to grips.
Y'all not better than us, man. Y'all are not better than us. Y'all not better than us. The record stayed up here says 50.
Bro, I'm looking at the record. Bro, you can look at overall record all you want to. I'm looking at the record this season. The Saints are
y'all got one game over us.
I don't
one game over us. We're not talking
about. The Saints are better than the Falcons. They have been better than the Falcons for the last 4 seasons.
We talking about head to head.
Let's talk about 4 seasons. They have been better.
We talking about head to head now.
About the head to head.
Hey, that's what matters. That's what make the rivalry more. That's what make the rivalry more.
What I did yesterday is irrelevant. I can't go back in time. I can't get a DeLorean. I can't hop in a DeLorean and go back in time. I'm living for today and I'm living for tomorrow. You can say
today and tomorrow, and guess what? Today, guess what? Today says, and guess what? Hold on. Today says, stop. Today says that we have the record over you guys, 53-50.
You can have it. You can have it.
That's what it says today,
bro. It don't matter. It does not matter. You think when they look at the Saints Falcons, they like, man, the Falcons better than the Saints because they got a better overall record. No, they're looking at what's going on right now. If y'all were 9-2, I would come on this show and say the Falcons are better than the Saints this season. We are better than the Falcons. It's facts. I'm sorry. You can have the overall record. The overall record is what y'all holding on to try to make sure that y'all actually have a leg to stand on. That is what y'all have a leg to stand. No, it is not.
Yes,
nobody cares.
That's what makes the rivalry.
Nobody cares. Do you think that the Ravens and the Steelers are talking about, man, we got a better overall record than y'all? No, they talking about what they did last.
That's what matters. That's what makes the rivalry mean something.
It matters to teams that ain't doing a damn thing. I'm just being honest.
It matters to everybody, man.
Y'all just team that isn't doing a damn thing. That's what Cowboy fans do. When you start talking about Cowboy fans,
man, we own y'all.
5 Super Bowls, bro. We won them 5. How many Super Bowls y'all got? Y'all, man, stop living in the past. We talking about
we own y'all.
Okay, y'all own us. Overall, we own y'all right now.
Okay,
and I'll take that.
And guess what? And guess what? This Sunday, we gonna go. Look, y'all gonna come down here, and y'all gonna get y'all behinds whooped.
Okay,
I'm telling you.
Okay,
so it's gonna be. I'm already making.
What makes you say that? Why? Because y'all beat a Raiders team that wasn't prepared because they seen y'all get waxed by us.
But listen, because you sit up here and you talk about Raheem Morris. Hold on. You talked about Raheem Morris, right?
Mm-hmm.
If Raheem Morris want this head coaching job, he got to go through y'all. If he beat y'all, I'm not even on Raheem Morris bandwagon. I do not want this. We said me and King. Hold on, stop. Me and King. Hold on. Me and King. We already said that we don't want Raheem Morris as a head coach in Atlanta. But I'm telling you this now. If he wants to get this head coaching job and he beats you guys this Sunday, I will come on this show that night, in which we do have a show that night, and I will say, congratulations, Raheem Morris. You have my blessings to interview for this job.
And you know, and you know what? You know, if y'all beat us, first off, I'll be like, congratulations, and then I'll move on to the next game. See, that's the difference between y'all and Saints fans. We don't care, okay? We don't care about y'all beating us. This is y'all Super Bowl. This is y'all Super Bowl. No, this is y'all Super Bowl to us. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all ain't gonna care.
Super Bowl.
Y'all
don't care.
Y'all ain't gonna care.
I do not care. You know what happened? You know what happened? Y'all know what happened when y'all beat the Saints in the Superdome last year. Y'all was like, yeah, we beat y'all. We beat y'all, man. But the Saints just went 13-3 and went to the playoffs. And what did the Falcons do? Stayed at home. Like I said, like honestly, the Saints make y'all relevant, dude. They make y'all relevant. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the Falcons.
Hey, TJ. Let me tell you something. This whole time.
Who cares about the Falcons?
Stop.
Who cares?
This whole time, you and these Saints fans, y'all sit up here and y'all say, "Oh, well, we win the South. Oh, we win the South. We won the South," and y'all get beaten in the playoffs. That's like equivalent to somebody saying, "Oh, you did all this for this girl that you just met. You bought her flowers. You bought her dinner. You took her out on the date, the dinner. You did all this, but and then in an instance, somebody creeped up from behind and tore her cheeks up, and you didn't do. And you came empty-handed. That's what it sounds like, you guys.
I really don't
that's what
understand.
It sounds like.
I really don't understand that analogy.
Y'all went all in for this woman, and this woman got laid up with some other man who didn't do no work at all. That's what it sounds like.
I don't understand that analogy. This one will be a little bit better. Okay, if me and you talking, you know what I'm saying, like the same girl, right? You like her, but I pursued her. You know what I'm saying? I got the date. When you looking on the sideline and it don't pan out, you like,
y'all pursuing, but y'all ain't.
You don't want the girl. Like she, you know what I'm saying? Like you wanted her too. You know what I'm saying? I just beat you to the punch. Why? Like I said,
That's what happens.
If I walk out of the club, if I walk out the club and like, man, you know what I'm saying? This club lame, but you couldn't get in. Like, come on, man, knock it off. The Saints make the Falcons relevant.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Saints make the Falcons relevant.
Just like the Bengals, when they kept going to the playoffs year after year after year and losing, it don't matter. We don't care about. We need you to win games, and when y'all get to the playoffs, y'all don't win games. It's okay.
But we in the playoffs.
It don't matter.
What you mean it don't matter? What's the point? The first goal is to win a division and make the playoffs. Please tell me where the Atlanta Falcons have been fitting in for the last 4 years. Please tell me. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing at me from outside of the club and you can't even get in? Y'all, like, for real, man. Y'all need, like, honestly, y'all better hope and pray and thank the Lord above.
Stop, TJ. So you saying we laughing outside the club because we can't get in. Guess what? We ain't get in and we ain't pay our money. So therefore, we can go somewhere else and find fun and whatever. But you went in the club and you paid your money, and guess what? Guess what happened? You go do something stupid. The club bouncer go throw your behind out of the club, and guess what happened to your money? The club keeping it. End of the story.
Like I said, we in the playoffs. The Falcons are not in the playoffs. Y'all better thank the God above that Sean Payton and Drew Brees is in this division, or nobody would even care about y'all. I mean, like, honestly, who's talking about the Falcons? I looked at these articles, and you know what I'm saying, I really was trying to get prepared for this show, and it was really hard for me to find articles on the Atlanta Falcons. Nobody cares about y'all until y'all play us. It's facts. It is facts. Y'all get nationally televised games when y'all play the Saints because everybody wants to see Sean Payton and Drew Brees. And then the tag-along team. Once they leave, hold on. Stop. Y'all tag along.
So we didn't get to play. So we didn't get a primetime game this year when we played against Green Bay.
Why was that? Who were y'all?
They just went to the
Green Bay. Who was the quarterback of Green Bay?
It's Aaron Rodgers. It's Aaron Rodgers, but at the same time, man, don't sit up here. Don't sit up here and say every time we get a prime
Saints
time
are in prime time. How many primetime games have the Saints had this season so far? About 4 or 5. How many have the Falcons?
When you go to the playoffs, when you go to the playoffs the year before, when you go to the playoffs, that's how it works. That's how it works.
Why are we doing this?
Stop.
Why are we doing this?
Stop. Man, you tripping, man. You tripping.
Yeah, let's be real.
Nobody cares about y'all. Like, seriously, y'all would not be anything without the Saints. I'm telling y'all,
it ain't because of the Saints, man. Y'all went to the playoffs. That's what happens.
Y'all went to the playoffs. When y'all make the playoffs, you get more prime time.
You get more prime time games. That's how it works. And then on top of that, let's be real. If we keep it at 100, the reason why y'all getting these prime time games because this is gonna be Drew Brees' last season. So everybody want to see him play one more time.
So they didn't have primetime games last season. They didn't have 4 primetime games last season.
But here's the thing,
they didn't have 4 primetime games this season.
But here's the thing, though, TJ. We didn't even know. But look, man, we didn't know these past few years. It could have been 2017 could have been Drew Brees last year. 2018 could have been Drew Brees. That should have been Drew Brees last year or whatever. And then last year it could have been like, that's the thing. Y'all been investing so much in winning the Super Bowl, so that way Drew Brees can walk out in the sunset just like Peyton Manning did in 2015. That's what y'all been banking on.
Okay, so why would they invest in a team that nobody would want to see? Why would they do that? They wouldn't. They want to see Drew Brees. That's the reason why y'all like. Do you think like do you think that they box office? Do you think that the Atlanta Falcons are prime time? Do you think people sit up here, man? I can't wait for that Falcon game so I can watch Matt Ryan play. Knock it off, man. Anytime the Falcons are on television,
after the 2016 season,
anytime the Falcons on television, they're going up against a quarterback that is better than Matt Ryan. Go ahead and take a look. If y'all playing the Seahawks, they got them on TV because of Russell Wilson. If you're playing the Packers, they got them on TV because of Aaron Rodgers. If they're playing against the Saints, they're on television because they're playing against Drew Brees. I'm sorry, it is facts.
But look, though, outside of
nobody on your team except Julio. That's it.
Nah, time out, man. Time out. Because listen, in 2017, man.
What year is this?
No. It don't matter. No, you be going back in the year time too. So don't even do that. So
man, go ahead.
No, man, stop.
Go ahead.
In 2017, after we made our Super Bowl run, guess what? We was awarded a few primetime games that year. We had like 4 or 5 of them things. And then the first primetime game we had, it was against Green Bay. We beat Green Bay. We beat Seattle that year in the primetime game. I think the only primetime game we lost that year against the Patriots.
Okay, and y'all haven't been on prime time very much, right? So if everybody wants
you have to make that, no one's going to want to see a team. No one's going to want to see a team that has a losing record, man. Come on now, it's all about who made the playoffs.
Giants on TV.
Like I said, team on TV. You got to think about it too. And you got to also hold on, TJ. Okay, you got to think about the market. Yes, you got to think about the market because New York is a bigger market than Atlanta. Come on now.
What year is this, man? Is this 2020 or 2017? What are we talking about?
Let me go check. Hold on.
You don't want to talk about this year. That's crazy.
Hold on. Let me. I'm thinking 2020, and let me see. Something happened in 2022. Y'all hold tight real quick.
To the Vikings are moving on. Absolute stone silence here in New Orleans. Strike.
My saddle's waiting, coming, jump on it. If you're on it, let's do it. Ride it.
You know what? I can't wait to 2021 playoffs, and it's gonna be a very similar video than the ones we just been posting all night long. Because guess what?
You're right about that. And the Falcons won't be in the playoffs.
That's fine. We'll say the embarrassment. We'll say the embarrassment.
Now we get to the truth. No, we saved the embarrassment. Look, I would never be embarrassed. Like, let me tell you. So I went to Jackson. Look, I went to Jackson State University.
I went to Jackson State too.
We went to the state too. Okay, we went to the SWAC championship, right? 4 times, bro. You know, right? We went 4 times in a row. How many times we lost? 4 times. Do you think that, like, honestly, I sit up here and say, you know what I'm saying? Like, we went to the championship. In order for you to get, you know what I'm saying? In order for you to get to the Super Bowl, you got to get the playoffs. So it happens. You know what I'm saying? It happens. You know what I'm saying? You lose the playoffs. It is what it is. It is, man. How many times did the Colts lose in the playoffs to Tom Brady? How many times have we seen the Chiefs lose in the playoffs over the years? How many times have we seen this? So, you know what I'm saying? Got to lose. So
don't bring the Chiefs and stuff in. This is y'all. But y'all lose in the most embarrassing fashion, man. Y'all losing the most embarrassing fashion every time. It go back to 2010 with Beast Mode. Beast Mode ran. Y'all lost to a losing record playoff team. Y'all lost to a losing record playoff team.
Did this dude really just sit up and say, as a Falcon fan, that they lose in embarrassing fashion? My goodness. Is that the pot calling the kettle black? The same
y'all, how many times y'all done it though? How many times?
They couldn't even possess after 10 yards. Look, we win 3 straight times in a row and lose. Fine. You know what I'm saying? But at least, like, we didn't lose. Like, yo, everybody saw that Super Bowl. Everybody saw that. You know what I'm saying? You had people in Korea. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he blew it. You know what I'm saying? They speaking in simple languages telling you that y'all blew it. Okay, so it happens. You go to playoffs. It's not a guarantee. It's one and done. It's not like the NBA. It happens. At least they went to the playoffs, and that's good enough for me.
You're right. It happens. And all those times y'all get booted out of the playoffs in the first round, it happens. And guess what?
We didn't get booted out of the playoffs in the first round consecutively. You know what I'm saying? We won. We won, you know what I'm saying, a wild card round against the Panthers, and we lost the Minnesota Vikings. We won against the Philadelphia Eagles, and we lost against the Rams. It happens. It's not like that. You know, it's the only game that they lost just flat out with last year.
Man.
What are we doing here, man? Like, it's not like, okay, like I said, I'd rather lose in the playoffs like that than to give up a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl when everybody was out here popping champagne and the win was basically almost certified as a first and a third, and you blew it. I'd rather go out there and blow it like the Saints did than to blow it in front of world like y'all did. 25 points. 25 points. Give me a break, man. Seriously.
Man, look.
How can anybody talk?
At the end of the day, TJ, at the end of the day, we lost the Super Bowl, man. I get it. We lost it. And look, here's the thing. Did we go petition and do all that other stuff and cry stuff? Look, man. Look, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I wasn't one of those Falcons fans that went on in third quarter started. Oh, we about to win. I know as a Falcons fan, I know to wait to the end of the game because I ain't do all that celebrate. Yeah, I'm wearing the doggone NFC Champion shirt from 2006, and I'm proud of it. But here's the thing, though. I took the L. I took the L, ate it up. I was sad that I ain't even go to sleep that night. The next day, guess what I did? I went back, I watched the whole game over. And I said, dang, we really let a good opportunity slip like that because of the defense. We knew the defense all season long was horrible.
Horrible.
All right. Kyle Shanahan going to business for himself instead of him actually being conservative and running time off the clock in the fourth quarter. He wanted to be cute and throw the ball. Dan Quinn not upholding his team and his staff to pretty much stay grounded and get out of Houston with a W and host the LeBron Trophy in Peachtree Street in Atlanta, Georgia. Mm-hmm. So I get it. So the 28 threes and all that other stuff, that don't faze me at all. You know, it is what it is. But I know this. Y'all only got one over our head. And that's one that y'all got over our head is tainted.
How?
Because of Bounty Gate. Y'all, come on, man. Your head coach was suspended for a good number of time in 2012. Doggone, I don't know how Greg Williams got back in the league. And then who else? Who's a linebackers coach? I forgot his name.
Vic.
Yeah, Vic. Yeah, he missed some time too. So come on now. Like
so explain Bounty Gate to me. Explain it. Explain to the Atlanta Falcons fans.
It's on film. It's on film, man. Y'all.
I need you to explain it.
I'm explaining it now. Greg Williams, he was telling his players to purposely hurt opposing teams. He do headshots, break people's legs and stuff on purpose. Okay. He said it in the speech. I'm not making this up.
Yeah, okay, he said that, right? Okay, he said it to rile up the crowd.
And you can't.
Can you please explain? Can you please explain to your listeners how rushing a quarterback works? Can you please tell me that? Please tell me how rushing a quarterback works. How can a defensive player get to a quarterback.
But now what you're doing right now, man. You're trying to justify what Greg Williams said, man. Come on now. No, I'm not finna do that, man.
Bro, I can say
no, look, man. No, what you're doing, you're justifying it, man. That's still wrong. I coach football, man. I never went out there and told my players, hey, you need to go out there and take the quarterback out of the game. No, I'm gonna say, hey,
I'm not justifying nothing. I just know one don't have nothing to do with the other. Look,
and this man, you gonna sit up here and say fake news? How is that fake news?
You can go up here and making as many excuses as you want to. I've heard it all, bro. I've heard like it's a charity Super Bowl, which don't make sense to me because the Saints went to the NFC Championship in 2006, a year after Katrina. So why would you wait 4 years to bring them to a Super Bowl? Now I'm hearing about Bountygate, but what you failing to realize and to understand and to comprehend that they found out that there was indeed no bounty pool. It got so ugly that Paul Tagliabue, the former commissioner of the NFL, had to intervene. They even gave a public apology to Jonathan Vilma because they put him as the middleman in the middle of that investigation, which was basically BS. So when you're talking about Bountygate, they should, you know what I'm saying, they shouldn't have really happened in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because they made that basically a joke. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what happened. And it was during the time when Roger Goodell first came into the league and he was trying to flex his muscle right after Paul Tagliabue. But all I'm saying is this: in order for you to get to a quarterback, you have to get past the offensive line. So I'm not justifying it. I'm just telling you what it is. And I've heard worse. I've heard worse from head coaches. You're politically correct and justifying them, man. That's politically correct justification right there, man. Look, I'm in the locker room where I heard right worse. Now, I'm telling you. What you're doing, you are politically correct in justification. That's what it is right there, man. Man, I've heard worse in locker rooms. Anybody that played football, they probably heard worse than
I played football and I coached it. So, like I said, man, like like I said, y'all ring is tainted. Y'all got one over us. Guess what? It can happen.
Call it tainted all you want to, but it's
tainted. You know it's tainted, dog. It don't shine no more. Man, that thing so dusty. And man,
where's so dusty. The Falcon wanted to get dusty on it. You know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you something. And just like this. Let me tell you, just like this, it can happen next year. And we know it ain't gonna happen this year. It can happen next year. It can happen the year after that. But guess what? It's gonna happen soon when we're gonna be on that even playing field. Because y'all ain't getting no Super Bowl no time soon, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you are not getting a Super Bowl no time soon.
If you say so. I bet you we get one before the Falcons do.
No, y'all not. No, you're not.
Come on, put your money where your mouth is.
No, you're not.
Look. I'm pretty sure. Look, this. I'm hopefully it won't be my last time being on your podcast, and hopefully I can get you on mine. You know what I'm saying? So, let's put your money where your mouth is. If you're that confident in your team, you know what I'm saying? I'm confident in mine. I guarantee you the Saints gonna get another Super Bowl for the Falcons do. No, I mean I don't doubt it at all.
After Matt Ryan leave, I'm not Matt Ryan. After Drew Brees leave, man.
You sure about that?
After Drew Brees leave,
are you sure about that? Are you look at this team? This team is 7-0 without Drew Brees as their starting quarterback. 7-0 as their starting quarterback. 7-0. This team has been without Drew Brees as their quarterback. This Saints team as right now is the number one defense in football. That's what this team is right now. This team hasn't allowed a 100-yard rusher in 56 games.
And this is why I said, TJ, earlier, this is why I said that doggone Dennis Allen is going to end up being the head coach soon because of that defense. This man has had y'all a consistent good defense since 2017. Okay? I'm not finna sit here and hate on that because that's impressive. Because before that, y'all was 7-9 every single season. Y'all had one of the worst defensive units in football before 2017.
That's true. There was very unorganized when the
this is why I said Dennis Allen, he's going to end up leaving for a head coaching job. So that what's going to happen with y'all defense?
Y'all can have him.
All right.
Y'all can have him. All right. And if he does leave, you know what we're going to do? There's a guy that we just played last week. His name is Vic Fangio. Out there, he's not a very good head coach, but he's a damn good defensive coordinator. And him and Sean Payton are pretty click tight. So y'all can have Dennis Allen. I would take Vic Fangio over Dennis Allen.
Vic Fangio is not going to he's not going to
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Trust me, I know because the different schemes y'all run, man.
It don't matter.
He runs a 3-4. He runs a 34.
This man
he's not going there. And like if Champagne was smart, he would not hire somebody that's going to switch up y'all scheme. Y'all got different DBs and stuff. Not DB. Y'all got different like defensive lines and stuff. Like y'all
This man can run a 3-4. He can run a 4-3. He's proven it.
But Vangio is better at running the 34, man. He's better at running the 34.
This man can run a 4-3, a 3-4, any type of exotic defense that you need. This guy can do. So
and he's not. I'm telling you,
I would take Vic Fangio over Dennis Allen. I will take. Look, you can have Dennis Allen. I will be glad, and I would gladly watch the Atlanta Falcons.
I'm not
look like the Oakland Raiders.
I told you no. I told you no. I see. Now you go. I told you yes. It would be all right to have him, but that ain't my top choice as a head coach.
Who's your top?
I told you, Don Martindale. Don Martindale from the Ravens is my top coach for the Falcons.
Okay.
Don Martindale is my person. But at the same time, like Vic Fangio is not going to New Orleans because the scheme is different. Like, yeah, you can sit up here and say he ran a 4-3, but he's better off at coaching a 34. Go back to the days when he was coaching in San Francisco under Jim Harbaugh. Go to the days, when he was the linebackers coach under Rex Ryan in Baltimore. All right.
Yeah, and then I can go to the Chicago Bears, and they ran both the 3-4.
They ran a 3-4. But
they ran a 4-3.
But they was better off running the 34, man. I'm trying to tell you that.
I mean, I'm just saying it's the same defense.
It's not the same defense. It's a different defensive scheme. What you mean?
What are you talking about? If they run multiple types of defenses, it's the same guy that's running the scheme. What are you? Come on, man.
But in base, what are they running? When they're in base defense, what are they running?
They don't have a base defense.
They do. Every team has a base defense, man. Is the base defense nickel? When you a nickel, yeah, you gonna end up having.
So you telling me teams play the same type of defense every week?
They switch up sometimes. But
wait.
Stop. They switch up the scheme. But it ain't like they still playing the same base. When they in base, you have each defense has the same. Each defense, they either run a 34, they run a 43, or they run a bear front, all right, or they run a 46. So each team, I'm telling you, each team runs a different base scheme. Now they disguise it. Now you can disguise it as what you wanted to disguise it as.
There's teams that can actually run base defenses, like you said, but then you have teams that actually change up the defense from week to week. For example, the New England Patriots. The New England Patriots just don't have like a straight 100%, you know what I'm saying, like set in stone defense. You know what I'm saying? Bill Belichick schemes from week to week. You might see some 3-4, you might see a 4-3. They don't have a conventional defense.
Majority of the time, they're going to stick to the basics. They're going to stick to their base defense.
But you're gonna go with what you have too. You're gonna go with what you have too. For example, right? Okay, against the New Orleans Saints, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers ran zone. Against the Chiefs, what did they run? They ran man. You know what I'm saying? And they changed up their defense. You know what I'm saying? They changed up their defensive front. They changed up their scheme. You know what I'm saying? So it's not gonna always be the same. It's not like how it was back in the day, man. Like teams like offensive coordinators are too smart for you to just parade your team out there. Even y'all last week, y'all didn't run the same type of offense. I mean, the same type of defense y'all ran against the Saints.
Of course we didn't. Because guess what? Like he saw something on film. That's what you do. You look at film and you say, okay, I'm gonna switch it up. And this is one of the reasons why I don't want Raheem Morris here, because he's too stubborn to just play cover 2. He went back to that zone, that cover 3 zone, and when Taysom Hill was out there, he picked it apart. And Sean Payton is a genius when it comes to. I give him that. He's a genius. He's a genius when he's playing up against defenses that play cover 3, play that soft zone.
I agree with that. I'm not going to disagree with that.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, right now the Falcons, yes, we was trying to play a 34, but we was playing more of a 4-3-I. It's very similar to a 34. Very similar to a 34.
I'm just saying though. I get what you're saying, and I'm pretty sure. How old are you, brother? You don't mind me asking. How old are you?
Me, I'm 33.
Okay, so I'm 34. So probably during the time when we was actually playing, we had base defenses. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so you probably paraded a 3-4 out there every week. You probably, you know what I'm saying, paraded a 4-3 out there. But the way that teams are structured now, you can't do that. You will get smoked. You will get smoked every week. Think about this, man. If you're a coach, think about if you go up against a rival team, right? And you see for week to week to week, they running a 3-4 every single week. What are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna pick that 3-4 defense apart. So you can't just go out there and just play the same type of defense.
But sometimes you can disguise it as such, though. It may look like it's like I said, it may look like a 34, but it may be a 4-3-I. It may look like a bear front. It may look like they playing a 5-2. But they may be they just probably playing a 34. It just they got just linebackers and they got this the linebackers are disguised as like they going in coverage, but no, they pretty much about to rush the passer.
Right.
So that's I get what you're saying, and that's how you got some defensive coordinators who are geniuses at that, and you got some defensive coordinators like Dan Quinn when he was here, like he was just so dumb. He just y'all go out there. With Vic Beasley, for instance, dude was 240 pounds, had this man lined up as DN. This man gonna get beat up every time against a 300-pound tackle.
Right. Yeah. Man, I mean, like I said, I agree with that. You know, I agree with that. You can change it up, but like I said, you have to change up your front. You know, depending on the team that you playing. Like you're not going to play the same front against the Kansas City Chiefs that you would play against the Tennessee Titans. You crazy if you do that. Like that's suicide. You know what I'm saying? Like the Chiefs have too many athletic receivers.
You better not play a 3-4 against the Tennessee Titans. They're gonna eat that up.
Exactly. So that's why I say, you know, like
no one needs milk, Jackpot. I know what I'm talking about. Like that's most of you guys in this chat. Y'all don't know nothing about football. Y'all just watch the game live, and then y'all just who that and all that. Like whatever. Y'all don't know nothing about no football. Get out of here. We just grown man conversation right here.
Well, I'm serious, man. Like, King, what you think about that, man? As far as like with schemes and stuff like that, you think
so from what I watch, and I watch a lot of film, so like you're saying, yeah, I understand both sides. So yes, every team has a base defense, but does it stay the same week to week? No. So then one week they base might be 4-3, and then the next week they base might be 3-4, depending on who they playing. So it all depends on the coach, and if he's a good coach, and if he's willing to change the scheme and go from there. Like Dan Quinn didn't want to change the scheme at all. So of course his defense looked the same every week, and he got demolished every week. So it just all depends on the coaching and if he's willing to change up and do the thing. But like you said about Bill Belichick, yeah, he changed every week. Every week is different. But he's the same way with his offense too. It's every week is different. So
but that's what happens when you have somebody who's been coaching for 40 years in the league. You know, he been around the block a long time.
True.
You know, he can switch it up. You know, compared to somebody who's just new, like, you know, Brandon Staley. I'm hearing a lot of good things about Brandon Staley out there in Los Angeles, and people forget he came from that Vic Fangio coaching tree. So, and this is, I did a scouting report on him, a coaching scouting report on him a few weeks back about him potentially being a coach. He's young, you know, he knows defense. He's a very smart film guy. So I think he should get a good shot at being a coach too as well. But these guys I'm bringing up doesn't mean they need to be Falcons. It's just I know about coaches. All right. I learned how, like I said, how to become a good coach because when I was in college, I went to Jackson State to I got my master's at Jackson State.
Okay, all right, man.
But I went to Lincoln University in Missouri.
Okay.
All right. And the coach there, Lamar Parrish, I don't know if you remember him or not, but he played under Paul Brown.
Okay.
That's who I learned. So
okay.
That's why I said when people talk about coaches, like you ain't finna tell me nothing because I know.
All right.
What's good, Travis?
What's that?
Not much. So
what you need, bro?
So what's your take on Matt Ryan?
What you mean? What's my take on Matt Ryan?
All right. TJ, he was saying earlier that he's pretty much on Ryan Tannehill and Phillip Rivers level.
I said Phillip Rivers, not Ryan Tannehill.
All right, Roy. Phillip Rivers. Another Saints fan said also said Ryan Tannehill.
Oh my God, this is how y'all don't watch football at all. Oh my God! So you telling me Matt Ryan is on Ryan Tannehill level? Like the guy that's being carried by Derrick Henry right now?
What I said was he's having a better season. He's having a better season than Matt Ryan. That's what I said.
That's true, but that's a team effort though. But still,
okay. Can we agree?
Let me say this. Because I'm gonna use your Saints as an example. Y'all got 8 sacks against us, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Now we look at if you watch the film of that game, you will notice that our offensive coordinator called a piss poor game. He made it easy for your defense to attack us. So that's been Ryan's situation pretty much all season. So Ryan looked like he's having a down year, but that's mostly because of play calling. The games where the play calling actually has been decent, you've seen Ryan put up top tier numbers. A la what the Cowboys game, 4 touchdowns, nearly 400 yards, a 70% completion percentage. Yes, the Falcons typically blew the lead again that game, but Ryan played. You couldn't play no better than what Matt Ryan played, and yet we lost. Exactly. That's not on him. Now I can say stat line. Tannehill probably having a better season, but it do help when you have a person that's made out of a lab as your running back either.
Yeah.
But then you have a highly serviceable defense too. You have an average defense, which we don't have right now. Like I've been saying the same thing, but Matt Ryan is cheeks, no cap. See, man, whatever, y'all just saying stuff now, man.
Matt Ryan is cheeks, no cap. Now, this is why I have issues with fans, especially Falcon fans or whatnot, or whoever. People say Matt Ryan is trash, whatever the case may be. Yet behind closed doors, I see a lot of people want this man on their team because they feel like the fact that they have a defense and a running game, they need somebody like him to get them over the hump. But he's trash. But I mean, what do I know?
I promise you, you put Matt Ryan with the Chicago Bears right now. They going to the Super Bowl and winning it.
I don't see Cleveland Brown fans campaign for this dude.
I do feel like Matt Ryan is like the last of that dying breed that people talk about, the statue type quarterback. And I do feel like he needs an offensive line in order to like kind of, hold him up. Now, this wasn't the case like a couple years back, you know what I'm saying? Like he was able to scramble, like, he didn't scramble a lot, but if he was under duress, he can scramble out of pocket for about 8 or 9 yards, get a first down for you or something like that, extend the drive. But I do feel like, like the dude, a warrior, man. Like he's been in the league for I don't know how long, right? So he's not gonna
years.
Yeah, so he needs an offensive line. He needs offensive line to keep him up. And he need a running game. And ain't nothing wrong with that, man. It happens.
Drew Brees has not been playing with when the times y'all had a below average defense, y'all was 7-9. But anytime that y'all had a respectful defense, y'all playoff bound. Go look it up. Go look up the stats, you guys. Go look at Football Outsiders. I'm not making these numbers up.
Man, that's almost anybody, though. If you have a bend break.
But that goes back to saying why people keep saying Matt Ryan is trash. And we've been telling y'all the Falcons' problems ever since Matt Ryan was drafted to the Atlanta Falcons. It has been defense. We have not had a good defense at all. It probably 1 season, I believe, 2012. That we had, and it wasn't even top 10. It was like outside the top 10 defense.
11.
We was ranked 11th that season, and that was it.
No, I'm saying I was saying with 2011 that year, though, our defense was actually it did something, but like you said, for the majority of those years, even in 2017, where everybody felt like the defense was actually ranked top 10, that was fabricated. We played some horrific offenses that season.
Exactly.
But I will say this, like his point he made about Ryan being a statue, that's kind of like a false narrative as well. Ryan it might not be Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson type scrambling, but Ryan can run when you need him to. But I mean, let's be honest, what quarterback in this league don't need an offensive line? I mean, you see Russell Wilson get toe tagged game in and game out, along with Deshaun Watson. Like, I understand people might be like, well, them guys make plays or whatever the case may be. Matt Ryan is one of the best, like, on the run passers in the NFL.
Especially when he's
proven that time. Yes, proven that time and time again. The narrative that he's not, people say he's a statue. He's more of a prototypical quarterback. Yes, I get that. But like with all the scrambling that you have seen with a lot of QBs that has came in the league these days, I mean, you see a lot of these guys still end up taking a lot of sacks. Like I said, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson. Even now, Lamar Jackson starting to take way more sacks than he used to. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, that comes with film and tape and people game planning for those type of quarterbacks. Like, I mean, like you look at it right now.
Hold on, Travis. Look, man. Look, your boy Jay, whatever your name is, talking about calling back up. Look, you know why? Because this is my show. And everything that Travis is saying, this is my boy. All right. We talk about this, the same thing. Do I ever disagree? Do we ever disagree about this? We always on the same page of this. Am I right or wrong, Travis?
You're right.
All right. So look, stop hating. Get your own show. Get your own StreamYards. It costs stop. It costs $469 a year. So go ahead and pay for it. And then you can invite anybody you want on your show. Until then, stop trying to tell me how to run my platform over here. All right. Me and King, we got this. All right.
Let me add that for any person that feel like, oh, he ran and got back up, dog, I've been doing this for years. Like way before these boys even brought me in. So like my knowledge is certified. I am, as a matter of fact, I am NFL mobile. So with that being said though, like I said, like with Ryan in the Ryan situation, that's also a painted false narrative. Ryan can run when he needs to, but of course he rather sit in the pocket and pass. But what happens with people watching NFL Network and ESPN, people has grown to love to see these extravagant plays. Hence is why Vic is still loved, like is very revered in this fan base, because people like to see the highlights. Oh man, you see what Vic just did? Did you see that play he made? And I'm looking like I'm used to watching top 10 plays where on Monday mornings you watching the top 10. Vic done came in and ranked number 3 on the list. He made this spectacular play, and the dude at the end says Falcons lose 25-17. That highlight play don't mean nothing if we lost that game.
Yeah, I do feel like, you know, the NFL has like reached a point where it's just about, you know, entertainment and stuff like that. So the more entertainment team can give you, the more they're publicized. Like, you know, they look at people like Patrick Mahomes, you know, throw the ball 60 yards on his back foot, or no look pass or whatever like that. It's the excitement aspect of the game, you know. But I mean, but back to Matt Ryan, man. Look, let me go ahead and say this, man. Like, people saying that Matt Ryan trash, I don't agree with that. I never thought Matt Ryan was trash. My problem was with the whole top 10 conversation. I don't feel like he's top 10. That's where it stops. Okay.
Currently, or are you saying currently?
I'm saying currently.
That's what I'm asking you. Are you saying is he?
I would have to think about
overall.
I would have to think about it. I would have to think about it currently. I'll probably put him up there. I'll probably put him up there.
So what you're saying is in years past has Ryan not been top 10?
No. I mean, he's been very good, but not top 10. What other
top 10 quarterbacks you go put up there though? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He was in and out. You know what I'm saying? Like, or
what other top 10? So my question is, here's the thing: what other 10 quarterbacks currently, or either, you know, from I ain't even got to go that far. Let's do 2015 on now. What 10 quarterbacks should you go put in that spot?
Well, before he continues, let me say this, because in the recent years, the most QBs that you've seen in the time Matt Ryan has been drafted until like maybe the last few years, the most consistent QBs you've seen was Peyton Manning, Tom Brady. You could throw Andrew Luck in the mix. You could say, you know, Phillip Rivers, Ben Roethlisberger, Eli Manning, you know, those type of guys. So like now I know most of the folks I just named, besides one person, have championships. Again, football is the ultimate team sport. Now, are you telling me that like Ryan isn't a better quarterback than Eli Manning?
Am I saying that he's not a better quarterback all time?
No, we talking about just overall. Is he better? Is he better than Eli Manning?
I think they're on the same playing field.
Damn.
All right, somebody computer echoing.
Yeah.
All right, that's better. Thank you.
Do you? What about Phillip Rivers?
I think Phillip Rivers better than him.
Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, Ben Roethlisberger.
Better than him.
Oh man, come on.
Now let me ask you this. Now with those three I named, and you say Matt and Eli on the same level playing field. What makes you believe that Eli and Matt in the same level? What puts them in the same grounds?
Eli Manning's performances in big games.
Because that's a team effort, though, man. You can't just. That's where a lot of these fans get this narrative from. Like they think, oh, well, he won the Super Bowl, or he's a good quarterback. Like that's like saying Joe Flacco is better than
Don. I got this.
Line. Come on, man. No, I got it too, man. Because I'm tired of this, man.
I got it. Just cool. I got it. So you said Eli in big games. You say Eli in big games. So Matt Ryan having literally the highest quarterback rating in the Super Bowl history, where he only missed 5 passes, and and you say his performances in big games. Clearly, you've seen him in several NFC Championship games in the Super Bowl. Stat line says he's performed well, but the narrative is.
I told him this earlier. I told him that Matt Ryan has one of the better quarterback ratings in Super Bowl history.
I don't care, and neither does anybody else. But I can tell
y'all don't care. But y'all don't care. But why? But you said his performance in big games, so he clearly performed. They didn't win. That's not his fault. He clearly performed in a big game. So what we doing here?
He didn't win.
That's not his fault.
How is not? You give up a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. All you got to do is just manage the game, and you couldn't do that. Couldn't get the job.
Matt Ryan don't play safety. He don't play linebacker. He don't play defensive.
Damn, I could have sworn.
Did the offense after 25 points pack up and say, "Man, you know what? Defense, y'all got there for the rest of the game. Let me get up out of here." Did they say that?
So literally, Matt Ryan didn't make the. I'm gonna be honest with you. Matt Ryan didn't make the biggest throw by any quarterback in NFL history, because that pass that he threw to Julio Jones, most QBs can't make that throw.
I said that earlier.
Oh, I mean, look, the throws. Well, I take that back. The catches that Julio Jones was making was incredible.
So you telling me that at the play, so you gonna tell me with a straight face with a play where you just the play that happened, you just lost your right tackle. Tom Compton, who comes in, gets killed.
What's with all these excuses?
Listen, that's not it. I'm giving you facts. Listen what I'm saying.
If you're great, you're great.
That chose right. You just lost your right tackle before that play. Your backup tackle gets murdered on a pass rush. The pockets collapse. The pockets collapse. He breaks contain and he throws a dime. If it's an inch above Julio, it's an incompletion. It's an inch below Julio, it's an interception. He throws a dime on the run, which puts him field goal range. But your offensive coordinator decides he wanted to pass the ball, with letting you getting sacked, which you shouldn't have ran the ball. You should have been running the ball in the first place. That's the quarterback fault.
Matt Ryan had an opportunity to seal the deal. 25-point lead.
I rest my case. I
don't know what case is being rested.
I rest my case.
Hey, TJ, hold on. Hey, TJ, listen. Hit me out. All right, what's your thoughts on Tony? Not Tony Romo, but Troy Aikman. What's your thoughts on Troy Aikman?
What are my thoughts on him? Not a top 10 quarterback.
All right, but he's a Hall of Fame quarterback, right?
But I know why.
Why?
Because he had Emmitt Smith.
Okay, but still, you
had Emmitt Smith. He averaged about 132 yards passing per game. All he had to do was manage the game. He's a glorified game manager.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. I ain't finna argue that. But also he said this, and also Dan Marino said this too on the interview after that Super Bowl. They said they can make that throw. If they was in that same situation Matt Ryan was in, they weren't gonna make that throw. That's two Hall of Fame quarterbacks right there, pretty much saying Matt Ryan right there threw one of the best passes in Super Bowl history.
Yeah, and also, it's the same bunch of quarterbacks also said at one time that Jeff George was going to be a really good quarterback, but that didn't end up happening.
Who the hell said that?
You had Hall of Fame. You had Hall of Fame quarterbacks like Dan Fouts and Kenny Stabler talking about, Jeff George and his arm talent. So, what gives those guys any type of more validity than a Kenny Stabler or Dan Fouts? That don't mean they always know everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that's my only point. I mean, look, I'm like, I think y'all missing. Look, I understand, that the emotional investment in Matt Ryan, and the dude is good.
I'm not even emotional about it. I'm giving logical facts.
The dude is good.
You thinking that we bringing up opinions? This is not opinions, man. This is
right,
stuff
I don't care about, honestly, at the end of the day,
you don't care about it. It's stats. It's in the books, man.
Because the stats can be misconstrued.
That ain't gonna be misconstrued. A quarterback.
Jameis Winston threw for 5,000. Jameis Winston threw for 5,000 yards last season. He had 30 touchdowns, 30 interceptions. Okay, 5,000 yards. That's impressive.
But what was his quarterback rating though? I look at quarterback ratings, man. I don't
care about quarterback ratings. You know what I'm saying?
But you bring up touchdowns, so you pretty much.
But I'm just saying, it don't tell the whole story. It don't tell the whole story. You know what people all them QBRs and all that stuff about Super Bowls. You know what people gonna remember? That they gave up a 25-point lead in the Super Bowl. When you look at when you think about Eli Manning, what you gonna remember? That he beat a 18-0 New England Patriots team. He put, he went into two hostile environments in the playoffs. His team was like a 6 seed, and he led them to the Super Bowl. That's what they're gonna remember. I'm sorry,
Eli Manning. Stop.
That defense was.
Thank you. That defense was way better than the
defensive lines. Yeah. They had one of the best.
So that man wasn't balling. That man wasn't balling in the playoffs.
No.
He ain't going out there.
Playoffs. Hold on. Playoffs. Yes. Well, hold on. Let's pause real quick because let's be honest. Brett did the same thing he did against y'all. He threw the pick that led to them going to the Super Bowl. Like Brett literally helped the Saints hit the Giants go to the Super Bowl by him throwing the pick at the wrong possible time. So, but let's put it because you mentioned. You said Eli performed the big games. Now
he did.
He actually had a play that was more luck than skill. Ryan actually had.
Come on, man.
So you telling me? So you hold on. You telling me that David Tyree catch was a skill? That was a skillful play.
That was an improvised play, but that pass into the back of the end zone for Plaxico Burress, but a go ahead touchdown. Come on, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying? The pass to David Tyree was luck. The pass to Plaxico Burress got them to go ahead lead, and they never relinquished it. That's what, I said, that's what people are going to remember. It was less than a minute. Hold on, when he scored that touchdown, it was less than a minute left, and you had one of the best defenses in the league. I knew good and damn well Michael Strahan wanted to get that up.
Exactly,
but he got the team down the field and he scored a touchdown, and that's what people are going to remember. I don't look. In a perfect world, what y'all talking about, you know what I'm saying? It'll be fine, but that's what people are going to remember. People when they're talking about, when they do the football sands of time, and they're talking about, let's just say they're having this debate, they're going to put Eli Manning in front of Matt Ryan because you know what I'm saying?
Because you got a ring. That's it.
And how he did it, and how he did it, man. This dude won 2 Super Bowls against Bill Belichick. And a high-powered, you know what I'm saying?
Because they had a good defense, and Tom Coughlin is a good coach, man. They had a good coaching staff and a good defense. Look, man, it's a team effort to win Super Bowls. This is not bad. Let's stop. This is not basketball that you could just have LeBron James just carry a team to an NBA championship and just win it.
How many wide receivers they talking about, man? Like how many wide receivers they talking about when they win a Super Bowl? How many defensive linemen are they talking about when they win a Super Bowl? The main person that's getting all the attention, all of the press clippings are going to be the quarterback. Man, like let's be honest. Hold on. Let me say this, and I'll be quiet. Joe Flacco won, you know what I'm saying, Super Bowl MVP. He didn't deserve that. Jacoby Jones did. Jacoby Jones ran back a touchdown, scored a touchdown. They just gave it to Joe Flacco.
Let me tell you this. Yeah, thank you. You just killed your own argument, by the way. So yeah, congratulations. You
gonna win Super Bowl MVP.
And look, let me tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you. You since you bring up Super Bowl MVP, like I feel like Pat Mahomes should have never won a Super Bowl MVP last year because that running back he was pretty much carrying the load for the Chiefs offense.
Yeah, South Park son of Damien should have won that.
This is the reason why I don't feel like I killed my own argument. The reason I don't feel like I killed my own argument is the fact is the point that I'm trying to make is the quarterback is going to get the most attention. You know what I'm saying? When they talk about evaluating the sands of time when it comes to Super Bowl performances, they are going to remember the quarterback. That is going to catapult them past certain things. And if they go to the NFL, they play, you know what I'm saying, let's just say longevity, you know what I'm saying, like they play for a long time, on top of having 2 Super Bowls, they're going to go past individuals that, you know, probably, you know, statistically probably was better than them, but nobody will ever say that they were better than them because you're evaluated by going to the Super Bowl, making it happen.
Okay, so that means we should be talking about Trent Dilfer right now. Let's get Trent Dilfer that love. Yeah. Let's talk about Trent Dilfer. That's how he carried the Ravens to the Super Bowl. Matter of fact, let's talk about how Brad Johnson carried that Bucs team to the. Let's talk about that. Let's get on their love. Let's go, Trent Dilfer. Hall of Famer. First ballot.
Man.
Come on, bro. Really?
I don't understand what you're laughing at. I don't understand the point.
Because y'all no, that's the same thing.
So you literally just said that when whoever wins the Super Bowl, the quarterback, you said the quarterback get the press, they get the love, they get all of that. So why do we not talk about Trent Dilfer or Brad Johnson?
Because Trent Dilfer or Brad Johnson didn't throw the ball in the back of the end zone to Plaxico Burress. They didn't give a pass down the field to David Tyree. Like I said, it's about going to the Super Bowl and how you perform there. And if you put a complete body of work together, then you know what I'm saying, then you can be able to, you know what I'm saying, surpass a person that may did something average. I mean, look, man. Laughing and having a tag team partner.
It ain't nobody tag team.
This wasn't even his thought process. I came up with this. I asked you, why do we not talk about Trent Dilfer and Brad Johnson?
Because
after the statement that you made.
But you bringing up, what you're saying that throwing throwing it to the back of the end zone to a receiver, that doesn't mean anything.
But what overshadowed it?
Get to a Super Bowl, and I'm gonna say this: to get to a Super Bowl, all 3 units on your team must be playing in perfect harmony to get to the Super Bowl, to potentially hold up a Lombardi trophy. Your offense need to be playing well. Your defense need to be playing great. And then your special teams unit should be producing as well. If one of those 3 components or more fail to do that, you're not winning anything, TJ. Just simply, you can't keep bringing up.
You just completely destroyed your homeboy's argument at the bottom of the screen here.
No, I did not.
He just brought up Brad Johnson and he just brought up Trent Dilfer.
Because Brad Johnson and Trent Dilfer had a good defense. That's why.
One part of the football. Was their offense good?
Their offense was highly serviceable enough to put up points.
They ain't put up no points, man.
They ain't put up no points. What they didn't do is turn the ball over. Matt didn't turn the ball over. If you don't count the missed block by Devontae Freeman. Yeah. The point I'm making is this: like like now what he said is true that your team has to be playing in perfect harmony. But let me ask you this: do you think a team that has a 27 ranked defense would ever play in the Super Bowl?
Do I think?
Yeah.
In today's NFL? Yeah. In today's NFL, probably like not in the past.
27th ranked?
Yeah. I mean, look, all you have to do these days is bend but not break. You know what I'm saying? If your offense is good enough, you'll be able to win.
So just about 10 minutes ago, me and you discussed about how the team, how the media has made the game exciting, and yet you're saying that it could be the lack of defense per se. Like, dog, that's not really possible. Most teams that played in the NFL and in the Super Bowl, their defense has not been ranked lower than 20th.
I'm saying it's possible. You're asking me, is it possible? Not as it ever, you know what I'm saying? Not like, is it possible? Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, I mean, of course, it happened because the Falcons did it. Our defense was ranked 27th in the league.
So you just proved that it's possible. It's obtainable. It can happen. You know what I'm saying? So if you're asking me, yes, because you all proved it. Can it happen again?
We proved it.
Yes,
it
can.
But did that lead to us winning the championship? That 27 ranked defense, it meant something.
Y'all should have won.
It meant something.
Can we agree that y'all should have won that game? Yes.
Don't give me
excuses. Yes or no. Yes or no. Should y'all have won that game? Exactly. That's all I'm saying. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all had opportunity to do the impossible. So it should have happened. You know what I'm saying? It should have happened. Y'all should have been the first team, you know what I'm saying, with a 27 ranked defense to go to the Super Bowl and win it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was there. It was there for the taking. So if you're asking me, is it possible? Is it obtainable? Can it happen again? My answer to you is absolutely, because y'all proved it.
You could get there, but we didn't win it. That's the point of that 27 ranked defense showing up.
It's gonna look. Here's the thing.
And if we being honest about it, the Falcons broke a record that year by winning 6 games that season with your opponents scoring 28 points or better.
Mm-hmm.
That is abysmal.
That's not
because I'm here to tell you that highlight, and it is for the Falcons fans too. But everybody that loved that game where Julio went for 300 yards against the Carolina Panthers, you do realize we was actually up like 30-34 to like, I'm gonna say probably like 14 something up. And when in a matter of a quarter, the Panthers was down 8 points. Oh, mindful, we knocked out Cam Newton in that game. Yeah. And the Panthers was dead ass down by one score. And it took the pass from mine to Julio for that 75-yard touchdown to put it back out of reach. But we was literally blowing the lead at that given time. Same against the Chargers that same season. We was up 33, I think 30 or 33 to like maybe 14 again. And the Chargers actually completed that comeback in that game.
Yeah.
We've been allowing people to come back that whole season. It just finally caught up to us in the Super Bowl because our offensive coordinator at the time wanted to let his ego get the best of him, which we all watched it all happen again in this past year's Super Bowl, where he had a 10-point lead in the fourth quarter, a rushing attack that was averaging 6 yards per carry, and you decide, let me make Jimmy G the superhero. No, fool, you hand the ball off.
Well, like I said, man, I mean, y'all had the 27 ranked defense, and y'all made it to the Super Bowl. In my opinion, I think y'all should have won a Super Bowl. It should have been the first time that happened.
But it didn't happen. It didn't happen. And to be honest with you, and I'm going to be one of these Falcons fans, and I'm going to tell you, it's kind of good. And that's the worst. It's two worst things that happened to this franchise, man. When we drafted Vic and we lost that Super Bowl. Because when we lost that Super Bowl, instead of people saying, man, how are we going to get better? People just thought we were just the next thing since sliced bread. And I'm like, look, this defense is not that good. We need to fix the defense. And we still have yet to do it 4 years removing from that Super Bowl loss.
So we thought we thought we could replicate that 2016 season every year after that. Very false.
And
The
this is where
NFL
we
don't stand for not for long. That's why they call the NFL not for long.
Exactly.
That's literally what it is. That shit is the NFL is year to year. You'll see a team on prominent one year and it could fall completely flat and fall the next year.
Look at the 49ers right now. And like this is why I said, man, you know, and here we are now, you know, y'all, you know, yes, y'all on y'all high horse right now. Y'all about to win the division for four consecutive years. I get it. Congratulations to y'all. All right. But you know, like I said, man, it don't last forever, man. Because at the end of the day, this is the best thing that can happen to the Falcons right now. You know,
you are a Saints fan. Do you think y'all gonna win the championship this year?
I think we have a better chance to win than most years. I feel like the 2018 team was the best team the Saints ever had. I think they were better even than the 2009 team. But I think that, I think this team is more deeper than teams past. And I think that came through development. You know, you look at guys like Trey Hendrickson, Davenport. I think Quan Alexander, I think his addition was like off the chains. And Demario Davis taking it to the next level. But I don't know, man.
I gotta give you credit. The Mario Davis is a damn good good play for you guys.
Yeah,
very good play for you guys.
Look, I'm not one of those Saints. Like, if y'all think like I'm one of them Saints fans that just jump out the window, like, oh man, look, I'll take it a week at a time because some of the same things that y'all been alluding to throughout the show is the things that I have a very careful optimism every single year as a Saints fan, and I think that all Saints fans should. You know, that's why I don't just roll up and, you know what I'm saying, infiltrate chats and to be like, oh man, we running this ish. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I'm on a show, I give if a team rolling, I'm gonna give them credit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit up here and grandstand. That's not how I do things. I don't sugarcoat it. Like, I don't do it.
And here's the thing, man. And we are under a parent company called Georgia Sports Hospitality and Media. I'm the CEO of that as well. Okay. But here's the thing: we're intelligent fans, all right?
Right.
And we don't sit here and just say, "Oh, Falcons win." We don't do that. Like I look at this team. We all look at this team when we see, hey, this is the problem. And Travis can sit here and tell me, man, and tell you. I've been saying this since last year. We should have fired Dan Quinn last year. Never brought this man back. And I've been talking about Don Martindale since 2019. So like
Super Bowl, honestly.
What'd you say?
The Super Bowl, honestly.
I would say this. There's one team I usually don't bad teams. You want to roll. There's one team I got a big question mark over this season, and that's Pittsburgh. Mainly because the level of competition that you played.
They're gonna get shellacked in the playoffs. They're gonna get beat in the playoffs. Watch. I'm telling you.
I understand they're 11-0 right now, but just like the level of competition that you played. First of all, playing the NFC East, that should be banned for everybody. Because good God Almighty.
Hold on. Hey, hold on. This road guy saying that I'm not in the same league when it comes to football IQ. Tell me what's the difference between the 3 tech and the 1 tech. You got I'll give you 20 seconds to tell me. 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
You got to give him about 4 minutes. He got to type it up first.
Like,
give me type it up first. Give him about 4 minutes.
Why you let these people get under your skin, man?
Yeah,
you don't have to
dumb stuff, man.
You gotta
fly these people out.
You can't, man. Like, you can't do that, man.
Ain't under my skin. I just, I like to joke when it's called entertainment, man. That's all it is. Now he got the crying faces on his emojis. That's what he took. Yeah, you don't know the difference. So be quiet and enjoy the show.
Bruh, I'll cry.
Anyway, man, like we said, man. It's the rivalry, man. It's I feel like it's the best rivalry in football. All right, bar none. I don't care what the Cowboys or the Washington No Name say. I don't care what the Patriots and the Jets say. I don't care.
Let's be honest now. I mean, Pittsburgh and Baltimore is pretty good.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good rivalry. But
after them is us though. I will say that. after them is us, especially the last decade or so. It's been like Baltimore and Pittsburgh, and then it's been the Falcons and Saints. Because really, even to the point where we like when you see Falcons and Saints fans go out on Twitter, literally the rest of the fan base in the NFL tune in because they be looking like, bro, this like the best thing on TV. It's better than reality TV show.
People dropping locations and pulling up and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, but it just shows like how far like the fan bases, I mean, and the organizations have come. Because I mean, they weren't talking about us like back in the day, man. They just wasn't. You know what I'm saying? It was about the Cowboys and the Eagles. It was about the Steelers and the Browns and stuff like that back in them days, man. It was all about nostalgia. And now it's like I think we all can agree, you know what I'm saying? Like these franchises have resurrected themselves to be legitimate. You know what I'm saying? To be in the topic of conversation. So
it is because of Drew Brees and Matt Ryan.
I say Drew Brees.
Man, come on, man. No, you're not finna just sit here and just downplay. You're not finna sit here and downplay Matt Ryan, man. Matt Ryan is the best quarterback to ever don a Falcons jersey. Best quarterback to don a Falcons jersey, man.
Bro, I mean, honestly, that's not saying much. That's like Drew Brees. That's like me saying Drew Brees has been the best quarterback to ever don a Saints jersey. Like both franchises have
but that's not. But don't downplay that though. Don't even downplay that for your franchise neither.
But it's reality.
That's the truth. It's the truth.
Reality.
But here's the thing, though. Yeah, we both been. Yes, the Falcons have been a trash organization, and the Saints been a trash organization. Yeah, y'all won a Super Bowl, but at the same time, you can't ignore all those 35 years before that. You see what I'm saying? You can't ignore that. That's
what I'm not doing. You know what I'm saying?
You can't ignore that. But at the same time, when Drew Brees got there in 06 and Matt Ryan got drafted in 08. It elevated both franchises, man. That's why both franchises now are respected by the NFL. It doesn't matter. Yes, y'all had y'all downs a few years ago when y'all went 7-9. Yeah, we having our downs years right now because we didn't have an identity with Dan Quinn, and now we got to pretty much retool ourselves to figure out what we need to do going forward. So
I give you another name. Now you probably don't like it. Y'all probably don't like it, but I just feel like he's a better NFL coach than he is a college coach. Jim Harbaugh.
Get out of here, man. Look, stop. If Vic Fangio, you know why Jim Harbaugh was good in San Francisco? Because he had Vic Fangio as his defensive coordinator.
Okay.
And he had a lot of.
Let me tell you something. And I'm a Michigan fan myself, by the way. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I know I do not want Jim Harbaugh here in Atlanta. We need a proven defensive minded head coach, man. We need somebody like Don Martindale, or I say Rex Ryan if you bring in a good offensive coordinator for this man. Yeah. I say, who else? Todd Bowles, another person.
Y'all don't want to see man, look, I don't want to make this about race, but y'all don't want to see a brother of color like be a head coach in Atlanta.
In the live, boy. God, boy, while you went down that road. We've been fighting this fight all season, boy. In the live, man.
Let me tell you, man. But look, Travis, we were talking about this earlier. He was telling me that about keeping Raheem Morris or bringing in Eric Bieniemy as a head coach. And like, man, Falcons fans been saying it. We've been fighting this battle all season long. Folks this is what they want. Because we need a GM too, because we fired Thomas Dimitroff. They want Louis Riddick as our GM.
Good choice.
Trash.
Man, no. Good choice. No, trash.
Good trash. Choice.
Look, they want Louis Riddick as our head coach. They want Eric Bieniemy as our head coach. They want to keep Raheem Morris as a defensive coordinator. And guess who they want as offensive coordinator?
Who?
Mike Vick.
Nah, that ain't happening. Nah, they lost me with that. I mean,
first of all, let's just pause real quick. Why would you want Vic to be your offensive coordinator? This fool didn't even learn his own playbook.
Exactly. He didn't learn his own playbook. Then the man, he had a job in the Alliance Football League, and then I don't want it no more. Come on, man. You don't hire nobody like that.
Yeah, well,
Vic pulled a Josh McDaniels like he did in Indianapolis in the Alliance Football League. But they want him as the offensive coordinator. But Falcon fans, they neglect it for pain, boy. They love it. They love it. They love failure.
I mean, but that's what they got y'all for, man. A lot of people don't really understand the X's and O's or how things work. That's why you have podcasts like y'all's and other podcasts, you know, that people have for different sports teams that they represent to give them that knowledge, you know. So I mean,
let me ask you, because you felt like Louis Riddick was a good choice. Like, do we not remember the Dream Team in Philadelphia?
Dream team that he built that Dream Team because he was a pro scouter. He brought in those guys. He brought in Asamoah, Vince Young,
Asante Samuel, Jason Babin, all those guys. And Dream Team was a complete nightmare because they went 8-8 in 2011, 4-12 in 2012, and I think they made the playoffs in 2013. But I think that's because after they gave the keys to Nick Foles and he went off, and then they lost in the playoffs against Joe Saints. So, and then Louis Riddick got fired. Like, come on, bro, that's not a good choice.
Well, look, this is the thing, man. I feel like this, you know. If I look at all these other, man, like I said, I hate keep making this about race, but I'm looking at all these different dudes like wet the bed from place to place. Why can't we give other guys these opportunities to correct themselves? Why are we on
I agree with you. I agree with you on that, but I don't want the Falcons to be the poster child or the charity case to do that because guess what, man? We trying to win over here, man. We're not trying to.
I can't burn no more years of my quarterback. Like exactly. we don't burn all the years. I can't burn no more years of my quarterback.
We ain't got time to be doing. The Falcons is the first team to hire all black on front office and coaching staff. Like, look, if that ain't equating to rings, I don't care. Well, I'm not saying. I get what you're saying, man. Look, we all brothers on this thing right now. Mm-hmm. You know. And trust and believe, I love to see a brother of color get a head coaching job, get a GM job. Right. But with this right here,
I still don't understand why Lovie Smith not coaching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Thank you. But this right here, like this means a lot for me.
Right.
I want us to win something soon.
Right.
So I want somebody. I've done my research on which coach is going to be good and which coach is going to be bad. Which GM is going to be good and which GM is going to be bad. I just feel like Louis Riddick, it would be a disaster here in Atlanta because we got cap problems right now. And his philosophy is free agency, getting players through free agency. We're not going to be able to do that with the cap we have. We have to hit on draft picks. Mm-hmm. So this is why I'm big on a guy like Joe Horowitz. The college scouter in Baltimore. He's been there since 99. He drafted Ed Reeds and all those players.
Okay. So he's the mastermind behind Gene Upshaw.
Yeah, he's a mastermind and behind what was it? Newsom.
Ozzie Newsom. Yeah,
Ozzie Newsom.
By Gene Upshaw. Yeah, it was with the Raiders. My bad. Yeah. Ozzie Newsom.
Yeah, like he been there since then, man. This is a person that I feel like we should get either him or Patton from Minnesota.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you know your team. I mean, you know it. You know the ins and outs. You know what they need. And as a fan base, I mean, look, I said, man, I just me personally, you know what I'm saying, as a man of color. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like there's some really good coaches out here that don't get the opportunities. And I'm not even just saying that. I mean, I'm just talking about any other team. I love the fact that Robert Sealer, you know what I'm saying, is probably going to get opportunity with Detroit. I feel like, you know, him being a Michigan guy, being from Michigan, you know what I'm saying, like really resurrecting the 49ers defense. I think that's a good look. And
I give more credit to the defense to John Lynch, him signing all those players. That's who I give it to. But I think Robert Saleh, to me, I think he smells a lot like Dan Quinn to me, man. I'm just gonna be honest with you on that. But
I mean, somebody got to teach them, though, man. I mean, you can get all the talent in the world, but if you're not putting them in the right position to succeed, I mean, case in point, like, look, I know we think it's smoke and mirrors, but look at Ryan Tannehill. This dude looked like he was about to be out of the league out there in Miami, but now he goes to Tennessee, and his career is resurrected. Sometimes
you know why?
I could have sworn it's a candy bar being a running back in the backfield in Tennessee.
But still, man, I mean, he still got to go out there. He hasn't done enough for him to get benched or anything like that, man. I mean,
the only thing Tannehill has to do is be a game manager, man. Let's be real.
That's
all
nothing
he has to
wrong.
do.
Why
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong, but he ain't got the pressure. It's not a lot of pressure on that, man. All thing you got to do, your running back is gonna get 100 yards, 100 yards a game. That's a given. And then let's be real. I'm gonna be honest with you too. Another person, if the Falcons want to go offensive minded, Arthur Smith, the offensive coordinator there at Tennessee, he's a good person. This man been there since 2011. But after Jeff Fisher was fired, this man survived so many coaching changes, and he stood the test of time up there in Tennessee. And I feel like it's time for him to get a coaching change.
Wait a minute, he's been the OC since 2011.
Well, he's been there. He was a tight end coach. He was an offensive line coach and then a tight ends coach. So he groomed the Taylor Lewans. I forgot the name of the linebacker that he made the Pro Bowl, and then he's doing a good job right now with Derrick Henry and the Ryan Tannehill. So I think that right there, that's worthy enough. And you resurrected Ryan Tannehill's career. That's worthy enough for you getting the head coaching job.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, like I said, I just feel like coaching matters. And guys, what I'm saying, and developing players matter. Guys being in the right system.
Yeah,
I think that's very, very important. And it's a deciding factor. A guy keeps his career, he's just be an afterthought. So
I feel you on that.
I think about it. I kind of am a little harsh on Tannehill because you was being coached by Adam Gase, and that should be that's
suicide right now.
That's a literature by itself. Good God Almighty.
I don't understand. That guys like him, I don't know why this man keep getting chances. I get what you're saying, TJ. Yes, there should be guys of color. This is why I'm going to be doing a show Saturday morning. I don't know if you want to watch it or not, but on Dino Babers, the head coach for Syracuse, I feel like he should be in the NFL calling plays.
Man, look. Like I said, you're very knowledgeable, of the game, coaching, and especially knowledgeable of your team. But, like I said, as a black man, in the climate that we're in right now, and the steps that we're taking going in the right direction, I want to see some diversity in the National Football League. They don't even have to just be, African Americans. It can be, Hispanic coaches. I know they got some coaches out there that have promise. That can, come into the NFL and get that opportunity. But
ain't Ron Rivera Hispanic?
Yeah.
Well, at least
you got Rocky Cito, who used to be the defensive pass game coordinator for Seattle, and I feel like he should get a head coaching gig. He should have got one after they won the Super Bowl, because what he did, he helped that Legion of Boone out. He did more than Dan Quinn, in my opinion.
Yeah,
and he's an Asian American, so that could have been the first Asian American coach in the league.
Help me out here. What was the assistant defensive coordinator of the Dallas Cowboys last? What was that guy's name? It was him and Rob Marinelli.
Marinelli. Yeah.
Man, what was that guy's name?
Rob Marinelli.
He's not even in the league right now.
He talking about. He said Marinelli. He talking about Marinelli assistant.
Yeah,
which I can't think of right now.
I can't think of this guy's name, which is sad on my
part.
Hold
on. We got him. No, that ain't him. Hold on, let me see. You talking about last year? Let me look it up.
Yeah, man. Because this guy, I felt like could have had an opportunity to be a head coach, and I think he was a mastermind behind the Dallas Cowboys defense too. I cannot think of his name.
I'm about to look it up.
I see his face, but I can't think of his name.
You talking about Chris Richard?
Chris Richard, yeah, that's it. Chris Richard. Yeah. That's another guy. Thank you. Somebody put it down in the chat too. But it's people like that, man. I just want to see some diversity, man. I stand by that, and I make no apologies about that statement.
No, I agree. I agree 100%. Like I said, it's certain coaches that I feel like like I said, I never understand why nobody having Bain, Lovie Smith line. Now I could understand about not calling Marvin Lewis. I've been said he should have been got fired in Cincinnati. I don't know what tape he had on the owner for killing somebody, but he should not have been up there as long as he have. I mean, like it's like you said, I do want to see like a person like Eric Bieniemy get a head coaching gig because it's an opportunity. I don't think it's a fit for the Falcons because at this point, I'm trying to win. The window for us to get a Super Bowl in these next few years is starting to close. And I don't need to be experimenting on a coach or whatnot. And plus, the bad thing I know about our fan base, because I deal with these jokers every day, they are the type, the fan base is the type of fan bases, they'll flip on you in the snap of a finger. 1 week they love you, I take that back. One quarter they love you, the next quarter they hate you. Period, point blank. The same people that they'll be campaigning for, like Louis Riddick and Eric Bieniemy, you bring those guys in, they fail, they'll be the first ones to be shipping them out the door. I know my fan base.
Yeah, I think everybody got fans like that. I think everybody got fans like that, who, man, get them up out of here. They love a player or a coach from down to down. First down, they love them. Second down, get them up out of here. But I mean, it's just the way it goes.
I like those scripts better. From down to down. I like yours better.
Down to down, man.
First down, they love you. Second down, they can't stand you.
Exactly. All right, let's go ahead and get to our predictions of the game, you guys. We got 100 people watching. Why don't y'all go ahead and throw y'all
hey man, thank y'all.
Throw y'all predictions. Yeah, appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Y'all really
y'all ran a 3-hour show.
Look, man, the Saints fans, man, they did look, I give y'all credit where credit due. They did show up. They did show, and we got Falcons fans in here too.
Yeah,
so look, y'all, appreciate y'all. Yeah, appreciate y'all coming in. Y'all helping FILA Sports Podcast out. We talked about, African American. This is a Black-owned podcast. All right.
Which is why we need to subscribe and hit that subscription button, man. Support.
Exactly. I know y'all not fans of the Falcons, but hey, look, I'm pretty sure some of y'all Braves fans, right?
Braves fans. Y'all talk about some other things too.
Yeah, we cover the Braves. We cover the Hawks. We cover Atlanta United. We cover the Bulldogs. We cover Georgia Tech. We cover everything that's pretty much Georgia related. So, hey, subscribe to the channel. It don't cost you a thing. It don't cost you nothing.
Yeah.
All right. But let's go ahead and go to the predictions real quick. Go ahead, TJ. We'll let you go ahead and do your prediction.
Well, I think this game is going to be closer than the last game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout on any stretch of the imagination. I feel like they got 2 weeks of game film on Taysom Hill. The only thing about it is, man, Sean Payton is such a shrewd operator. It would not surprise me if we see Jameis Winston in this game at some point. But I think that the Saints are going to win this football game, man. It's going to be close. Probably going to come down to a Will Lutz field goal this time. I got the Saints winning. It's going to be, I have it 24-21.
All right, 24-21. Wow. So pretty much a high blood pressure game. Okay.
Pretty much. Always is with Falcons and Saints for the most part.
Yeah. All right. Go ahead, King.
I think this is going to be, like you said, a close game. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I'm going same 24-21, but I'm going Young Ho getting the win. I'm going Young Wei Q getting a game winning field goal, taking us on the win.
He's been doing outstanding this season.
Yeah, man. He has been. A lot of people, because he had big, of course, anybody after Matt Bryan was gonna have big shoes to fill, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And I told people, Young Wei, he played at Georgia Southern, all right, and he went
Statesboro.
Statesboro, and then he got, the Chargers picked him up. He didn't do well with the Chargers, so he pretty much went and resurrected himself by playing in the AFF under the Atlanta Legends team, and he was a top scorer on the team. And then on top of that, he scored the first points out of any AFF team. He scored the first points. So this man coming to Atlanta, and I said, just get this man time. He's new. He's young. You got to give your young kickers time. So
I think it also helped him too, man. Before we move on, I think it also helps him that the most of the stadiums that we've been playing in is empty. You know what I'm saying? Like pressure situations aren't the same this season to me for field goal kickers. I feel like you don't have to worry about the crowd and you know what I'm saying, people like yelling and screaming to the top of their lungs. You can just kind of just focus on the task at hand. I think it's helping out a lot of field goal kickers. But
I mean that because I just watched that boy slide for Carolina miss a field goal, a game winning field goal horrifically Sunday.
Well, I don't want to
hear that.
Well, he just not good. I mean, Clyde's just not good. He is not that guy.
Your way you're gonna be a good kicker, man. You just you just got to get a man. You got to get young kickers time, man. That's all. Go ahead, LT.
I see both of these guys. It's crazy. It's crazy that all of us literally had the same score, but my ending would be different. I say Falcons 24-21, and we win the game by Taysom Hill turnover.
Okay, my prediction. I'm gonna say the Falcons is gonna win this game. And I'm gonna do my prediction show tomorrow too. So y'all tune in tomorrow afternoon. We're gonna win this game 28-24.
Okay.
Damn, we gonna score 4 touchdowns? Like
I feel like we
do. They're gonna be they're gonna be in red. Are they gonna be big plays? They're gonna be the red zone. What we doing? Because you know, I gotta figure out what offensive coordinator showing up Sunday.
But look, I feel like AJ Terrell's gonna get a pick 6, man. I feel like it's coming. It's coming.
Jesus.
Terrell gonna get a pick 6 soon. I feel like it's gonna happen in this game.
But you like that bench you sitting on right now?
But Terrell, you can't lie, man. Terrell's been playing great. Like he's up for like.
He's been playing great, no doubt about it. I'm just saying that's a bold prediction. A pick 6, like you like that branch you sitting on right now.
Deion Jones got a pick 6 last week, so hey, it can happen again.
Taysom Hill,
we game plan the right way.
Taysom Hill not that accurate, so a pick 6 is that's reasonable.
Exactly,
it's realistic. Unless they run a football a million times, which I don't think that's gonna happen.
I'm glad you on the show. How did it feel to play a whole game without seeing the actual quarterback? How did that feel Sunday?
That was awful. Like it was awful. But I mean, look, they got the win, man. I mean, it wasn't a pretty game at all, and it didn't help that they had like 2 of the worst commentators, Mark Schlereth and the other guy. Like Jesus. I don't know how many games that y'all watch with these guys. Like,
do y'all really? You be having? I don't turn the volume on my TV, man. I just watch the game in silence.
Well, that's just the broadcaster in me, man. That's my job. That's my 9 to 5, man. I'm a radio personality, man.
It's on a select few people I want to listen to. If Kevin Harlan calling, I listen to him. It's another guy that from Fox. I listen to those guys. But anytime I see Joe, every time I see anything that say Joe Book or Troy Aikman, I'll be like, mute. They got to say that. And Tony Romo was pretty decent, but sometimes he get annoying with his play calling. But he's pretty decent at commentating. But like I said, anything Joe Book and Troy Aikman boys, mute. Like I'm not listening to y'all at all. On my
thing, like I said, man, I would rather see an asteroid hit this Earth than see Joe Buck and Chris Collinsworth collab on the broadcast.
Jesus!
I'd rather drink bleach, man.
No, sir.
I'd rather drink some bleach, man. Just
no.
Bruh, especially like Chris Collinsworth, because anytime you see a one-handed catch, boy, Odell Beckham gonna fuck her flying out. I'm be bad as hell. I'm be like, Lord, turn the TV off. Turn the TV off.
I just like the commentary, man. Something I always been into, man, since I was a child. Like I always kind of just listen to the commentary, man. See how people deliver things, man. None of them, to me, is not like some of those classics. Like Al Michaels is the man. You know what I'm saying? Go always be the man to me. So.
There was nothing better than watching John Madden commentate a Brett Favre game, but the excitement in his voice used to be killing me.
All right. So Hey man, once again, man, appreciate you coming on, man.
Yeah, man. Thank you.
Let everybody know once again, well, who you are, where they can find you. I'm pretty sure most of these people they already know who you are. But
Yeah,
you
man.
Again.
Well, I am TJAY Jones, the host of the State of the Saints podcast, man. Y'all can subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com, search the State of the Saints podcast. Also on Facebook, facebook.com, search the State of the Saints podcast. You can check out previous episodes of the show on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and Anchor FM. And once again, man, thank you so much, man. I had a great time, man. Like, and good luck to you, man. And like I said, man, y'all subscribe to this channel, Black-owned channel. Let's support, you know what I'm saying? Let's support one another. You know what I'm saying? Let's watch and be proud of each other's growth and development. And man, let's just, reach the stars together, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's all be in outer space. You know?
Yeah, and that's fine, man. Look, man, we have our differences, but at the same time, man, we all human, man. We got families. We got, we got to take care of each other, man. That's it. Because ain't nobody gonna watch over us. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to watch over each other.
Yeah.
So, but hey, appreciate y'all joining in. People, the people that coming in live. Hey, if you watching this at a later time, hey, tell us in the comments. Tell us what you think about this show. Tell us what you think about the Saints and Falcons rivalry. Tell us the prediction for the game on Sunday. All right. Hey, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Also hit that like button. Share this content out with Atlanta sports fanatics. And hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. This is the done with my co-host King. Was so Travis wanted to tag in, tag along. So hey man, appreciate you coming on.
Hey, I ain't no third wheel around here. What you got? You got me messed up on this line.
Definitely not a third wheel.
You third wheel, man. You third wheel, man. You not third wheel. Hey, but appreciate you coming on, man. But hey, me and King will be back again Sunday. We'll be talking about Dan Quinn and Mike Smith, why they failed here in Atlanta. So y'all want to stay tuned for that. I'll be back tomorrow with my prediction, and I'll also be covering some head coach scouting on Saturday morning and Sunday morning. So join me that. It's almost midnight. So hey, y'all go ahead and have a great night. Get you some good sleep in. So
hey, they got us on this live late. We got to work at Amazon in the morning.
Yeah, y'all have a great evening, man. Y'all enjoy. Y'all stay safe. Don't forget to wear your mask.
Love yourself. Always remember that. Love yourself.
Love yourself.